Here I am.
Fucking Stardust.
Now
I
I'm
was gonna
stuck in
say.
here with fucking bills, rent.
Yeah.
Some
It's all
some
common Stardust, my friend. Common Stardust.
Stardust.
some horrible microorganisms many millennia ago bumped uglies, and then a long time after that, some stupid fucking fish decided to grow legs and walk out of the water, and now here I am with anxiety.
I don't think the fish decided to grow legs.
Oh, they did, for sure. That's how the natural selection works. They decide voluntarily.
It at least decided to get out of the water.
No
Yeah,
one
like
decides anything voluntarily, for the record.
Oh man, that's another fun conversation that I agree with. Nothing decides anything voluntarily, but they think they do, and the illusion is the only thing that matters. So effectively
course.
they do.
Of course it is.
Yeah. The illusion of non-determinism is functionally identical from determinism not existing. Therefore, we might as well not be in a deterministic society or world. Anyway, we're live. We hopefully will have a Neo at some point. We'll see. I've not heard anything back from him yet. We're going to be down a moat, but I must stress, we're getting to serious decision time. I'm not going to ask any of you guys to decide who lives and who dies, but you guys are allowed to Jaeger moat as much as you need, because he's going to, I assume he will probably do some important things in all this. When we left off, you guys had just finished a combat aboard the Tornado. Ace had received an urgent message from Joker suggesting that something was wrong. And when you arrived after a little bit of research, you quickly discovered, from the looks of it, Uno essentially opened the back door for Ozymandias. Several of his forces, including a Weave Demon and an Arch Abishai, appeared inside of your mirror, were able to quickly subdue a few of your friends and allies who fought back, and captured the ones who did not. As you arrived, you watched most of them, you got the impression that most of them were being fed through a portal. The only one that you saw, eye to eye, was Cass, I believe, as he was being shoved through the portal right before the portal closed. As you landed on the ship and began fighting the Ozymandian forces, you found D hidden away in the engine room. He joined the fight. And you found Uno, along with these forces, who fought back for a short time. When the Abishai was defeated, she kind of...
how'd that happen, by the way?
Well, you see, flung to his death, mostly by Vasu.
Mostly by Vasu.
In fact, I think entirely.
Did anybody else even hit him? I think I just wrung out your guy on like the first turn.
Very well may have been. Anyway, once the boss was defeated, Uno kind of entered a weird state, still not able to communicate, but she gave a note to Gale and stopped fighting, at least for a moment. And it's unclear if she was even looking forgiveness so much as she had just resigned that what she did was terrible and it was time for her to pay for it. However, as death came for her, it came slowly and with teeth and blood and pain. And she ultimately chickened out and teleported away at the last second. Leaving behind just the note.
I'm so mad. I'm so angry. I'd like the record to show that the slowness and torturousness of her death was unintentional. I just could not roll dice for shit.
Yeah.
Me too.
And I think she understood that too. But in the end, that wisdom save sealed the deal. She has coward's blood in her. And still has coward's blood in her somewhere else in the world now. This note was left behind in different handwriting, in Draconic. You can suspect probably Ozymandias.
Is it really large, like it was written by a dragon?
No, it's pretty standard, but you can... I'm not even going to make you roll
probably
for
change
this
shape.
one. Yeah, yeah, you guys have seen several dragons that kind of go back and forth between human and dragon forms.
But he's a ghost.
Maybe, who knows?
Mage Hand, man. Mage Hand exists.
There's option. This is a man who is literally intercepting your teleports. I think he can figure out how to scribble on some paper.
And
But this is where we left off. You guys had just finished the fight. And it is kind of up to you how you want to proceed. Oh, important note. There was one other person you found on the ship. You found several undead and skeletons, but one of the undead was the recently converted body of Astar Solimar. Moat's father, who Uno has apparently just turned into a zombie. You locked it away in the brig. It is well contained. It's a zombie. You guys are level 20.
We're also like dragons and shit too, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we leave a star for everyone else, or for Moat when he gets back, because that is not something I am comfortable Jaegering him about. And we head to the snake lights on the tornado.
Is there a
Alright.
faster way to get there? Can we?
Which
can
is
we
faster?
teleport?
I shall perform Moat's interaction with a star. Oh, father! What happened?
Duh.
No!
I wouldn't dare speak for Moat, but I don't know if this is the levity that he would go for.
100% not.
Gee, Dad, what a gaping, sagging jaw you have. What rotting, putrid flesh you have.
A man just died, you guys. Let's,
I know.
I know you're drunk.
I mean,
It's fine.
he didn't just die. He just got turned into a. This is not any less insensitive.
No, it certainly
This
isn't.
is honestly worse.
Undead are people too, guys.
It's true.
It's true.
So, question. What is faster, tornado or Flick's ship?
I think they're about the same, honestly.
They're
But I'll check.
close. I think Flix is faster just because he has to teleport if we want to use that.
I was gonna say you can teleport to something that we can see, and that might save us, a couple days travel if we can use that. I don't really know how we would.
Yeah, how far can he see?
I mean, we're up in the sky, so like, you know.
There's
Oh,
a
wow.
limit to how far you can see it. So
What does it? Can you look through a spyglass? Does that count?
Yes.
So eventually you hit a limit imposed by the curvature of the Earth. And I
Yeah,
believe
yeah,
that
but-
limit is something in the ballpark of 20 or 30 miles when you're up.
But if you go up higher, like we have an air bubble, we can just go above the clouds. Kind of just.
But then there are clouds, I guess.
Yeah, but
We're
you just
98. We're 98% of the way through this campaign, but we do finally have confirmation that this Earth is not.
You guys had
flat.
confirmation that the Earth was round when you went to the moon a long
Oh
We
yeah,
went
I
to
guess
the
that would do
moon,
it.
and
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, what proof do we have? Our eyes? We can't
Yeah,
see
and-
the
yeah.
back of the planet.
Yeah, also, anyone who's ever sailed on a ship knows that the Earth is round.
I
Or
don't.
also if I
I
just,
don't
like,
believe
fly
this
up in the air
science,
high enough.
this witchcraft you're talking about.
I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure it's held up on the back of a big turtle. That's what my dad always told me.
I've always told that it was on that the Earth was a disc held up by 4 elephants who were on top of the back of a giant
I
turtle.
like you said, I've always told instead of been told. I've always told people.
That's the story I came up with personally, just to fuck with people.
How far are we just
Right.
as the crow flies from Eisenmar?
So
Like,
that-
I'm not,
That's the first question, is you guys just teleported here and are not 100% sure where you are. Let me
I'm
get
gonna ping.
cartographers or survival or some sort of where the fuck am I check. Navigator
Yeah, I'm gonna-
tools are fine.
I'm gonna do a ping to see if I can get an idea
Sure.
of like if there's any humanoids nearby.
I'll do my survival check if I can hopefully have a little bit of some sort of help with it from my background feature.
Yeah, you got the cartography thing too, which is good.
Cool.
And I am going to do navigators for Flick. I know he's not here yet. He is on the way. But this feels like the most relevant skill, I think. So
yeah,
even on a 30 survival, you'll learn some things. It would be hard to pinpoint on a map you are from that. Unless you can convince me.
no, I got nothing. Or no shit. It's
Yeah.
probably like, you can probably tell from like, I don't know, on a 30, like, based on temperature and
Yeah,
weather,
the color of the
approximately what
water.
part of the world he's in,
Yeah.
but not.
Right.
I mean, we could probably. I mean, I'm gonna go to the captain's quarters and find a map, see if they charted out what route they're gonna take,
Absolutely. That's a good plan, too. Here we go.
and then if they have any updates in their captain's log.
So go and give me investigation, Ace. Okay.
And a
excellent.
D4. Okay, it's only 26.
All right, cool. That is several good rolls. Several different angles of approach here. You guys are able to pinpoint that you are maybe about 3 hours off the west coast of kind of lower Eisenmar, around here or so. A little bit northwest of Greencastle.
Where were they headed again?
The message, or the what they told Leo is that they were heading to Eisenmar. And although they didn't take a direct route, it would make sense to you that they would hit the coast here and then travel along the coast, because it's a slightly shorter route over sea. And frankly, most of the adventuring party was out and about. They had Leah and Cal and some fighters and stuff, but they would still want to have a shorter trip over the ocean.
Wait, there's a shorter trip to go from Storm Cellar down
Shorter
here.
across the ocean.
Shorter across the
Okay,
ocean.
I gotcha,
Less
I gotcha.
Less time over the open sea.
And then,
Gotcha.
where do we know? Like, where is the Snake Lights? Where is the,
Yes.
the entrance to the Snake Lights?
Let me mark that. Vasu knows this very well. This is basically like the mecca of his profession.
It's Hell's Fly Transfer.
I hope not.
No, that was a different place, wasn't it?
No, the snake lights are somewhere around here-ish.
They're
Sorry.
under
Within the
Underdark.
Hooked Ruins, yeah.
I thought it was revealed above
There,
board last
if I
session that
recall.
the Hell's Fly Trench is like not going to help come up this campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, we
I
skipped
know.
over it.
That's why I was saying we should go.
Oh, sorry, I missed the joke.
No, it's fine. It was a bad joke.
It's a fucking terrible joke, frankly.
Yeah, it really was. I'm sorry. I'll just shut up for the rest of the session.
Until he
You
does
know-
his thing and ends the fight.
Mark my words, 3 hours from now, Gail's going to say some game-changing shit after having said like 5 things between now and then.
All right. The purple circle, or sorry, the magenta circle there is the approximate location of the Snake Lights. And you know, Vasu, that once you get close, you'll recognize the islands that you need to go to. Specifically, you'll notice that there is a big old spire that juts up out of the sea that has a pretty small tower about the size of maybe a lighthouse or something on it. And in that tower is a spiraling staircase. And that spiraling staircase goes down for a very, very, very long time until you reach the Snake Lights.
And I know that spiral staircase is very heavily guarded, right?
Yes, tremendously.
Normally, at least.
Oh boy.
That's a good thing.
I should clarify, heavily guarded by your people, by
They're
the monks.
probably dead.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Gotta
saying.
kill them.
Yeah.
We gotta kill them all.
It's hopefully a good thing for us.
And what if it's not?
Roll to see if
So-
they're
They're
alive.
probably dead, Vasu.
How long would it take us to
Why
just,
would you say something like that?
In preparation for bad things coming.
You think monks like myself from my order, who have the very same training that I do, probably even more extensively so if they're guarding down there, couldn't hold their own in the face of this adversity? Why would you put that worry on me right now of all times? I pick
don't know.
I pick Flurgle up
Oh,
and start
because-
shaking him.
Guys, this isn't the time.
Because
This is the
these
time for
widows-
infighting. This isn't
Don't
the
you
time
try
for
and freak
infighting.
me out right now. I'm calm, damn it.
How far are we?
Good vibes only.
How far is it going to take us to sail there versus attuning to the helmet of teleportation and teleporting?
Let me double check. I think it is about... actually, yeah, the airship is fast. Jesus. 1 hex per 8-hour shift.
still way longer than the tuning and teleporting?
Yeah, it'd be like 2 days. About 2 days.
That's too long.
So we can't spare 2 days.
How many people can we teleport with that?
All of us, I think.
Cool.
Um,
that includes D, right?
if
No,
we
it's
are saying if Yule is, and Patches are,
Still alive.
somewhere.
Hey, Grandma, you alive?
Yes, of course, but I've just had a most wonderful dream, and I do think I need to start packing my bags for
Okay,
something
cool. Tell me all
important.
about the dream later.
All right, would you like some candy?
I would love some
She
candy.
will give each of you guys candy.
Aw.
It's
Which
not
lasts for
special. It's
10
not bardic.
minutes.
It's just candy.
It's just the strawberry candy.
If you
the
want the
little strawberry.
special
How did you
candy-
survive the attack? What were you doing?
Oh, I don't remember actually.
People stormed through and probably just thought she was already dead.
She's just been sitting on
She
a
was
rocking
like-
chair on the deck, just rocking slowly the entire time.
It's mostly just dawning on me that I can't have Yule and Patches be captured, but they also wouldn't have fought back, so they were busy doing other things.
They kidnapped them and then gave them back.
We just got back from Treasure Pinelands. That's
Oh.
where the candy's from. It's addictive.
You know,
Yeah.
Grandma, I hope it was a lovely
It's
trip.
I imagine they were just pranking everyone, like
Magically
pranking all the bad
enchanted.
guys.
Except for that piece. That piece came from one that was alive.
Which one?
The one she gave you.
Oh.
Yes. I think that was part of its foot.
Oh. I'm gonna save this for later.
Who can attune to the helmet?
Well, not Nordo.
What are the requirements for it?
You have to have an attunement slot.
If there's
Okay.
no requirement,
Yeah.
it just is. It's going to attunement slot. If I do it, I'll lose my arm. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna vote not.
I guess I can sacrifice one of my two.
I mean, I could if we need to.
I guess,
Or
does anyone
or
have
like,
an open? Does anyone have an open attunement slot right now?
D probably does.
D.
ooh, and has D seen the snake lights? He can teleport.
Yeah, I mean, we went there when we were...
Live there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, if he can't teleport us straight to the snake lights, I'm sure he knows plenty of places on Eisenmar.
Well, I mean, it's almost the same distance from Ismar to the Snake Lights, and you wouldn't have your ship with you.
Okay.
But no, he has been once when he was younger. Anybody who trains in this monastic order visits it every couple of years, usually.
It's like a field trip.
Yeah, it's like a field trip for sure.
It's like when you go to the super skate, but it's not as creepy.
I can try. I just put the helmet on and cast a spell.
Well, yeah, you have an hour to attune to it.
Well, yeah, I can get started right away. And he'll take it if nobody objects. Start attuning to it.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Wait,
How
is he
many
evil? Is he
people
gonna
can
leave
teleport?
without us?
If D double crosses us in the 19th hour,
The 25. Is he
I-
double crossing us right now?
I promise I will slap Feck next time I see him in person.
25. D is shaken. D is in a weird spot where on the one hand he's terrified, but there's almost a sense of relief in him that he did in the end stand up and fight something instead of sitting there the whole time hiding while his friends were all taken. It is a weird mix of emotions that are all kind of rushing over his face all at once, and you can see that he is staying very close to Vasu. He is nervous, he's shaking, but at the same time he's standing up straight, his chest is out a little bit. He's in, okay, this just got serious mode.
Cool.
And he kind of steels himself, he takes the helmet, and he goes a short distance away and sits down and puts it on and begins to close his eyes and kind of enters a meditative trance to start attuning to it.
What about?
I'm gonna go and sit down right across from him. I'm not gonna like say anything, but I'm just gonna kind of like mirror his movements and his breathing to kind of help him.
Are you making fun of me right now?
What? No. Do you think I am?
Kind of feels like you're making fun of me right now.
Oh, come on. Can't I be supportive?
Is this,
Can't I just like try and be supportive and helpful without you thinking the worst of me for like once?
That's
I mean,
just
if you
how
want,
we talk.
I'll just go away. But I mean, you got this.
No. Sorry, yeah, no, you should stay.
Yeah, I'll just kind of smirk and sit back down. I won't say anything else other than just kind of nod and again be like, "You got this."
Hey, how do you do so much cheese stuff without your chest hurting?
Oh, it takes a lot of getting used to. Sometimes it still does, honestly. Like especially, once I've burnt through, once I get a little low on ki, the breathing starts to get kind of hard. But I mean that's just part of it.
I guess I get through like a few of those and I feel like I'm gonna explode, and then it seems like you can do it forever.
It's not forever, trust me. Your older brother's got his limits too.
I'm real glad you came back when you did. I don't know what happened, but it was all very fast, and I don't think I could have stopped it.
Well, I think you might be selling yourself a little short, but it's also, the difference between courage and bravery is that when you're courageous, you want to do the right thing, but you know better than to do it to a point where you're just gonna fuck everything up or hurt yourself. So I don't know where I'm really going with this, but what I'm trying to say is, you did good, and I think knowing when to take a step back and not, throw yourself into it is just as important as wanting to throw yourself into it all the time. And I think I took a real long time to learn that lesson, so I'm glad to see that you're learning a little faster than I did.
What? You hot-headed?
Only sometimes, right?
Well, I'm glad you haven't gotten yourself killed doing that yet. You think Dad still knows how to fight a little bit, right? He's probably fine.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure right now the only thing that he's regretting is that he gave me his spear, but I'm sure he's doing his best to hold his own.
Right.
And again, sometimes the best is to not, fight back full force. I'm sure he's being smart about this. I'm sure he and Mama, they're keeping each other safe.
Yeah, sure. I hope so.
Guys, doing the Vasu voice for just such a heavy moment feels weird, I gotta say. But it's also
That was
coming.
very sweet.
It's also coming extremely naturally.
It's really good, honestly.
Yeah.
He
It does have a bit of an edge to it, but that's just kind of Vasu, right?
Right.
He sits quietly and continues to meditate for a while until eventually he can get a tune. In the meantime, an hour is going to pass. Does anybody else have anything else that they want to do in that time?
Shu is gonna hop over and sit in his lap.
Nordo spends the full hour on the deck of the ship with the tobacco pipe, using stillness of mind every 6 seconds so that he doesn't freak the fuck out. Because otherwise he would freak the fuck out.
That sounds about right. It sounds like the plan is to teleport directly into the snake lights. Are you guys healing before then? Do you contact anyone, or are you...
I don't think anyone was hurt except me.
Oh yeah, you guys all
Say
did the
we were all-
I only took
Yeah, we were
1
dragons that
HP.
whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took 5.
I could use a little bit of healing if somebody's got it.
I don't think I was healed before when I
You should be
was
fully
the,
rested.
Should I be
Yeah,
fully
if
rested?
you-
Okay.
If
Yeah.
you didn't
Yeah.
take anything in that fight, you should be full. You guys had a long rest before that fight happened.
Okay.
There, Vasu's down 43 HP.
But I
And
heal
yeah,
max from dice.
would be remiss to ask. Does anyone have sending? I just assumed no one did.
I do.
Can we? Oh, we already tried to contact some people, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Failed.
did.
Okay, yeah, I remember this now.
Yeah, I think we've tried to contact a couple different people, but
Do we?
just for shits and giggles, and to either ease Vasu's tension or add more to it, because I don't think he's asked Flurgle yet. I'll ask if he's willing to try to let me message either my mom or dad. I'd imagine I don't get anything back. Similar
Are
situation.
you sure you want this to happen?
Perhaps we should save our mana.
Yeah, that's a good argument.
On the other hand, is there anyone that you know at the Snake Lights, a name, a face that we could contact to see if the Snake Lights is compromised or if it's
I think the only person that I can think of in character, at least, is Stone Master Orinar, but maybe Feck would have someone that I don't know how closely he worked in like the Snake Lights.
Right. You definitely know
How much
Ornar.
Vasu knew about that stuff.
You definitely know about Ornar, but you also know that he's usually up in Eisenmark.
Right.
Give me a history check with advantage.
17?
17 is pretty good.
Better than any history roll Daru ever made.
True. There were some near the end, though, right? You picked up expertise.
Yeah, like after I took a feat for it.
Yeah. Boy, I don't remember what the spell requires, so I'm just going to tell you what you remember, and we'll figure out if it's what the spell requires later. You remember a stern-looking old man who had kind of a toucan appearance to him, with kind of grumpy eyes and baggy corners of his mouth. And the reason that you remembered him is because...
It's because he sounds hot. Go on.
Sure.
Who can?
He
Toucan?
You just described Toucan Sam.
It probably sounds hot to Vasu, okay?
The reason,
Sure, reel it back, reel it back.
the reason
Sorry.
that you remember him is because he had a pair of sapphire nunchucks that were just the coolest things you had ever seen.
That does sound pretty rad.
Yeah. With that said, you remember this from 6 years ago. You don't remember his name, just his face and his appearance. But he was like the head guard there at the time.
I think I need a name for message, right?
For sending? Yeah, at least a name.
Yeah. I can't be like
His name's Sam.
I can't be like the toucan with the nunchucks and the tired eye.
You're going to get like 3 words.
Yeah, maybe we should just hold off.
It's okay. Don't mind me. He, during the hour, is setting up a little morning service
Understood.
For whom?
for like his probably dead brothers and sister.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're only Kumato, and they die so easy. I'm already mourning.
Was anybody gonna heal me?
Yeah.
No, you get
Oh.
nothing.
That felt like a very awful and selfish time to ask that, but I did need to ask while we were getting through the rest.
I would say that Moat could probably give you some healing. Also,
yeah, I can do
could Moat do
Yeah,
his
yeah.
thing where he like targets
hands?
an enemy and they can't teleport and shit? Also, would Uno have been able to teleport with Moat around?
Moat was
Thanks,
not around. Oh, I see what you're saying. Once he arrived, I believe the teleport only prevents teleporting in, but I would have to double check.
No, it prevents enemies from teleporting. It's stopped Abishai from teleporting around him
Yeah,
before.
I'll take a look. I'll see how long that lasts. I think it probably only lasts
He
for
didn't
like a
have it
day or a
active.
week. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I
I don't know how.
It's not like an always-on thing. It's a ritual that he has to do. Okay. Flick has got you for the cure
I
wounds.
thought I heard him come through.
Yeah, I've heard you at least once or twice.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
Okay, I hear you.
Also, I don't know if you even want to burn a 5th level on it, but if you do, that first one is plenty because I take.
Yeah, it'd be 45. Yeah.
All of mine are 5th levels, so I'll just take the
Oh,
second one back.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, if it's that 5d8?
5d8 plus plus his
Yeah,
wisdom, charisma.
I'm
Charisma,
only
yeah.
down 43, so that gets me up to max. Thank you.
Yeah.
It
No
is-
mad.
It is worth mentioning. You guys are planning to teleport before you get another short rest. So what the spell that you spend
Yeah.
will be spent for whatever happens down there.
Okay, that's fine. I can use one. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is just your warlock slots, right?
Or wait.
We can pull from Moat's resources if you need.
Would Moat be able to get up his little
Yeah,
teleporting warding thing?
I'm pulling that up to see how that works too.
Okay,
Let
thanks.
me see if I've got any potions or stuff myself too. It's like
Yeah, me too. Sorry, just
How have
real quick.
we not bought like 10,000 potions? We're so rich.
I have a potion of healing here.
what's,
Have
what's,
that.
a, what's a potion of supreme healing do?
I'll double check. I think that's 20d4 plus 20.
Oh.
Oh right, you mentioned Rich.
Nearly that much.
Yeah, you guys
I
are
think
rich as fuck.
Ace said he was giving Thurgle some money, but I didn't add any. To
Oh,
the
I think I already took it out. It was like 4,000 gold or something like that.
4,000, Jesus. that's a
Something like
lot.
that. I have 52,000 gold.
Wow, yeah, that's
I'm really rich. I don't spend money.
I do
That's
have
fair.
one. I do have one supreme healing potion in my inventory.
I do. I also have a short
I,
rest
I mean,
potion.
if other people have like big heal potions on them, I think they should hold it.
Sorry,
for
it was
dire situations.
6,000 gold for Flurgle.
I was just seeing if I had like a
holy
small.
heck. Thank you.
I have it written right here.
I've only got a supreme, so I think I'm still gonna hold on to that for like a dire thing.
Yes,
but
I think we give those to you and me because we're the most mobile people in a pinch.
Yeah,
Also,
Oh,
I have.
I don't need.
I also
don't
have a
need
short
to
rest
heal
potion if
right.
someone needs it, but I don't think we really need a short rest potion
Yeah,
right now.
not right now. I have 3 potions of superior healing and 1 potion of supreme healing.
Did you add that 6,000? I think that 6,000 gold was like to help with the building of the temple and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm holding on to that for like temples and stuff.
Cool. All right, I'm going to mark it off my sheet then.
Okay, first of all, if you want, Moat can lay on hands you instead of the heal from Flick. He has 70 points to spare.
Okay.
Well, to spend.
Yeah.
Let me take a quick look. At
You'll need 43, right?
Yeah, I'm only down 43. was trying to. Said we're not getting another short rest in.
I mean, you can
If we're
you wanna spend the
teleporting.
night.
No, we're not.
No.
We're in a rush.
Then yeah, I'll take healing from somebody instead of spending a key for it, and then
All right, excellent. I will mark that down.
so 43 for me.
Yep.
Bless you. I kiss Moat on the cheek.
You peck him.
Oh,
on the
he
cheek.
might.
Both cheeks.
He might not be able to use this. Once a creature has been warded against by this ritual, they cannot be warded against for
30
for 30
days.
days.
Yep.
Yep, he's definitely warded against Ozzy more recently than that.
And the long rest had just ended before it all happened, so everything is in the clear. I didn't fuck up.
Yay!
Mm.
What, you can't keep
You're in
track of
thin ice, mister.
7 level 20 characters and all of your custom homebrew buffs that you've also given them?
Big mistake doing this much homebrew. Big mistake.
I love them all.
I know.
I
do
do too.
So
Treasure it.
in this world, we haven't really discovered that are undead weak to radiance? I forget.
Not all of them.
Not all of them. Not as a general rule. A lot of the time, what happens is many undead regenerate naturally over time, and radiant damage pauses that. But even that is mostly reserved for like the most powerful undead.
So we
Yeah.
kind of do we get the feeling that Ozymandias might be needing radiant damage to be done to him?
That is certainly a possibility.
I'll keep it in mind going forward. Then.
If that's so, I can get many, many, many barrels of holy water.
You give me either history or arcana. Arcana will get you much better results.
Who are you talking to?
Anybody who is curious whether radiant damage will help for this.
Hey, Gale, you know things about dragons and things.
I do. Does this qualify as a dragon knowledge check?
Let me double check.
Drundead. Dragon and undead.
I would assume this is more of an undead thing than a dragon thing.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. But I also realize that you love killing dragons, and this would kind of fall into that category of things you like to do.
I will count the dragon thing here because there is a subcategory that works for it. But roll them both, and I'll kind of apply both.
$17.
17.
You might be able to have your D4 from Nordo Unity.
No, we don't have that right now.
That's for 10 minutes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's been longer than that.
Yeah.
We've been an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't teleported yet. I mean, I guess if that's
We've
the
talked
timer.
for more than 10
Yeah,
minutes.
There's been a lot of talking and regrouping and whatnot. Like we've been just having these conversations for almost 30 minutes now. Okay. Gale, necromancy is not your specialty, but you've studied magic. You know the general rules. You know everything that I've just said is typically true. You would know, like vampires are a very obvious example. You would definitely know vampires you want to use radiant to stop their regeneration on. Whatever Ozymandias is, he's not a vampire. He's something else. You know what a lich is. You feel like maybe the closest analog is a lich, and you're not. You don't have any knowledge or stories that liches are susceptible to radiant damage in any way. So if that is the closest analog, radiant won't help you.
Yeah, I'll let them know. It probably can hurt to have it along just in case, but it's probably not going to make a huge difference.
Flurgle raises his hand.
Yes, Flurgle.
Do we know what color Ozymandias is?
So green.
Black.
Green.
So probably
Oh,
no product
black.
damage.
Is it green or black?
It's black.
It's green.
It's definitely black.
I'm getting mixed messages.
It's for sure black.
You have help.
Several people. Well, I mean, it's up to you to choose who you want to believe here, Flurgle, but above the board, meta talk. Those of you who have met him up close in dreams have seen that he has very dark black scales, but his eyes give off kind of a green magical energy to them.
Oh, he's both.
His scales are black.
Okay. I don't think he's visited me dreams, that's why I'm asking.
He's black.
He's black.
Black Dragon, okay. Dark Green.
We did it.
Virgil's like, that just means I can't poison him, is the problem. Well, if he's undead, undead aren't very easy to poison anyway, right?
Right. We don't even know if he's undead.
I must
It could be
interject that
ghosts.
this is a reference to a joke before the stream started.
I didn't say it out loud because I hoped to just get like scrolled past.
But
We
Feck
were
had
hoping
to
we were
mention-
hoping not to call attention to it, Feck.
No, but if you don't, and then somebody digs it up years from now, and I don't give an explanation, then
I can't
all
run
hell
for
will
president because somebody's gonna find this
Exactly.
shit.
What if I want to be president someday? I don't. I never want to be president.
You can go for
Honestly,
post-campaign questions.
I don't think making racist jokes would dampen your chances at being a president.
Yeah,
either.
good point. But before
Especially
we get too far
harmless
off
race.
track,
Yeah, D&D is happening.
D&D is happening. Would you guys like to do anything else in the hour while he's attuning, or are you guys kind of good?
I think.
I fuck around with my items for a little bit.
Do we feel like we're gonna? Do we have an idea of what this place looks like? Are we just gonna like arrive there and it's like a short walk into the throne room, or is it like a big to do?
I will describe what the Snake Lights is like. And Jack can
right.
describe through Vasu what the Snake Lights
Yeah,
is
absolutely. So we already did one to see if you remembered the guard. Go ahead and give me... So this is kind of like a combination history check, luck check, but give me a history check with advantage, and this is going to decide on your field trip, did you ever actually go down into the Snake Lights or just to the tower?
Can I get the help? I mean, I guess it doesn't really, because I already have advantage on it, you said, right?
Yes, correct.
Just for flavor, can I have D kind of like pitch in and say out loud what he remembers of
Yeah,
the
for
Snake
sure.
Light as
If-
he's picturing this with his eyes closed to
For
kind
sure.
of help
If
him?
neither of you have been down there, he will help with the verbal description that is secondhand. This is mostly to see if you have first-hand experience down there.
Okay, it's a 17. You said we don't have the D4 rep right now, right?
Correct.
We do not.
17.
With the 17, you've not been down there before, but you have seen paintings that were, like, magical paintings, magically vivid painting. And the reason for that is because the Snake Lights are fucking beautiful. They are the subject of a lot of monastic art. The lighthouse tower itself is kind of themed after it. The inside of it is painted in all of these beautiful, brilliant colors, although they use a combination of kind of hanging beads and stained glass to reproduce it. Yeah, Norda, what's up?
This is not important and purely just a curiosity character building question. Is there any chance that I've seen art of it as a guy from a monastery that focused on art? I don't know what you mean by monastic or just like Eisenhower
Sure.
monastic.
It is possible it'll be harder. You can give me a history check or a painter's check with intelligence.
Cool. This really it almost can't matter. I just was curious.
Sure.
Add 6 to whatever this is. Oh, 23.
Hey,
So the DC is definitely harder for you, but I'll say you've probably seen at least one painting. The painting you saw was probably not a magical one. It was just like a regular painting. But still, from what you've seen, beautiful.
Cool.
And then AC, what's up?
Completely off topic, so finish what you're saying first.
Okay, alright, I'll jump to you after the description. Vasu, you retell what you saw through the painting with the help of D and Norda to some extent, which is essentially a winding, twisting series of underground caverns that are so bright it's like the sun is out. And the reason that it's so bright is because every surface of these chasms is covered in stillstone. The natural rock has basically all but worn away, so that every surface is just a twisting, kind of writhing mass of stillstones of every color of the rainbow. All of the colors kind of bleed and add together to form this kind of heavenly white with a bit of a rainbow tinge that kind of gathers at the corners of your eye. And all of the stillstones form these like geometric shapes, like geodes and fractals that kind of create this bizarre, almost psychedelic combination of color, light, and shapes. And although it's very beautiful to look at, it can actually be very dangerous, not only because, stillstones explode if something goes wrong and people are worried about that causing a chain reaction, but because a lot of these clusters are sharp. They're not good to stand on. Most of the ground level stillstones are not traversable by foot, The Aarakocra typically fly through the tunnels. They're plenty big enough to fly through. These things are huge. And then they'll perch on the larger gemstones that kind of jut out from the walls and the ceilings.
Are there any like walkways?
There are not artificial walkways once you get down there. There's the tower that kind of leads onto a very large platform of stillstone, and then you're on your own. And that is intentional. They don't want traffic down there.
That's fair.
This is a place that they really only protect it because they know about it, and it would be better if the world just forgot about it entirely, they think.
And then they started making paintings.
And then they started making paintings. It would actually...
Those aren't like around everywhere.
No,
right?
no. But, in that tower, within, like, the secret chambers of your monastic order, and then, every now and then one slips out. They're worth a ton. They're very valuable.
Does it sound like there's not a way to get down then without flying?
It's in the Underdark. The Underdark, it's a branching series of caverns. It almost certainly branches off somewhere. You're certain that there are other ways to get down there. Especially undersea passages. You're very confident that, like, there's probably undersea entrances that would eventually lead to the snake lights.
Do we have a way to have water breathing just in case?
Also, I'm going to throw this in because we kind of went through it quickly, but it did happen recently in character. Gale would be aware that a lot of the mind-controlled forces within Storm Cellar were being sent to the mines specifically for the purpose of digging a tunnel to the snake lights.
All right.
That sounds like it would have taken forever.
Yeah.
Kobolds are good diggers.
Who cares how long it takes when you have slave labor?
Right.
So, that being said, if we teleport, let's say we teleport to the outside of it, how long would it take us to get to the inner chamber or wherever we're trying to go?
It's a lot of stairs.
It's a lot of stairs. It's probably...
It's like so many stairs. Dude, I can't even... Like, however many stairs you're imagining right now, I can't even tell you how many flights to add to it, because I don't know. I've never tried to count them. I don't know if I would ever dare to. It's so many stairs.
It is probably something in the ballpark of a 1.5 to 2 hour climb down.
Oh, God.
And it is going to be even slower on the way up. 2
Can
hours.
you imagine having to walk down that many stairs and not like having like a fly speed?
What do the stairs look like? Is it a spiral staircase like with a big like tunnel going down?
Makes into a giant slide.
Is there a switch at the top we can pull to make it into a giant fun slide?
Well, I was thinking we just drop.
Well, I'm just going to get in my shell and just tumble on down the stairs. I'll be fine.
Bowl everything.
I'll be down there way before you guys.
It
Vasu,
is a spiral
fall
staircase,
damage.
but it's a solid pillar.
Yeah, so Vasu, unfortunately, you do know the answer to this. The purpose of this tower is to serve as a gate. It is not meant to be easy access. It is a solid pillar with a fairly narrow staircase that winds around the sides of it. It is meant to be an annoying process.
Yeah, as much as I hate it for us right now trying to get down there, the whole purpose of this thing is to not make it an easy trip down. So
Great. How close can you get us down?
I kind of look to D. It's,
I was going to take us to
hopefully
the
in
tower.
the tower.
I don't even know if I would want to risk teleporting into that tower. I was just going to take us... I mean, if we want to avoid the guards, I can try to get us into the tower, but I only saw the outside of the tower.
Well, outside of the tower, I'll have to do.
I mean, I can try to go all the way to the snake lights if you guys want, but I've never seen it firsthand. I don't know how this spell works.
I kind of put a hand on his shoulder. I'm like, nah, outside of the towers is fine. And the way I see it, if any of them have gone through the process of getting down all those stairs already, and like expect us to have any sort of way to get past all of that and be right there at the tower, they're gonna be waiting for us at the tower. Or they're gonna make like I don't know where I was going with this. I feel like the stairs is the best
Sounds
way.
to me like they got there by way of Saznak, so I don't know as they took the stairs.
All right, let me know before you send us over. I'm going to cast a spell on us.
All right. An hour passes, and unless anybody else has anything they want to do in that hour, D is now attuned to the helmet. And on your command, he will teleport.
I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace on us all.
Good call.
Cool. I just double check my items and then I get ready to go.
Sure. Is there anything in
I give-
particular you're looking for with your items?
I'll let you know when it comes up.
Okay.
Understood.
I have everything that I need.
Okay, all right.
I make sure that a couple things are easy access.
Sure.
Well, I'm gonna go give D some pointers on how to cast the teleport properly in case. Having it myself, like, this is what you do, this is what you have to think about. The more familiar, the better. If you have a souvenir from it, even better.
Oh boy.
You probably don't.
As
Has to be 6 months.
As Flurgle is walking over, I'll stand up. I'll be like, "Hey, give him good pointers." I'll walk over to Gale. I'll be like, "Hey, how do you do that thing where you put a bag of holding in another bag of holding and you make it explode?
You do exactly that.
How do I do it safely?
You don't. There
How
isn't
do
a
I-
safe way to do it.
How do I do it without any direct harm to myself or anybody in an immediate vicinity?
You see your bird that you love dearly. You get him to do it.
Oh no!
It'll
Does-
be about the 12th or 14th time he's killed himself for no good reason.
There have been a lot of
I-
good reasons.
That-
Excuse me.
That being said, does it sound like that's Gail's idea?
I don't know. I'm just looking through my own inventory and I see that I have 4 bags of holding, and I figure if anybody would know about making a bomb out of those in this party, it would be Gale.
So here's
Yeah.
the problem with.
You definitely cannot pick a 15-pound bag.
So I'm gonna explain the problem with that plan because it's a very good plan. I'll give you that, except that it's a terrible plan because it opens a portal to the oh shit, whatever the fucking the plane that's
Astral plan.
thank you, the plane that Ozymandias is already in. So
You would just throw him somewhere else.
I don't even know if it would open a portal. It would just kind of explode in there. So
Basu,
Yeah.
Basu is just silent for a moment. There's some very slow gears turning in his head, visibly, and he's like, "Yeah, and we don't want explosions down there."
well, we
do you-
don't want explosions down there, and also we don't want to send him back to the astral plane because he was already there, and he's just going to be fine then.
Do you think we would have to go to the astral plane?
Who knows?
'Cause I do have a way to get us there.
I assume that they have a portal down there. If we're gonna have to go through there, and if not, backup plan is good.
Yeah, I don't know. God gave it to me, so like it seems like it might be
I have a
important.
question.
Yeah.
Do we still have that Void Dragon Heart thing?
I think
do.
Gale does. Yeah.
It's in a backpack,
It's-
but
Yeah, is it being used?
no,
May I attune to it while mourning?
sure.
It'll protect us from the Crosswinds, right? Or
As
will it
per-
only protect one
only
person?
you, only you.
Oh, I don't care about myself. Never mind. What else does it do, actually? It does more than just protect
Makes
you
us
from
not have to
Crosswinds.
be hungry or thirsty.
Oh, but I like food.
We also don't need to breathe, which might be nice if we go underwater.
That's true, but I already breathe underwater. Again,
Yeah,
this is
but
not
we
helpful
don't.
to me.
We
Yeah,
don't.
but does it extend to everyone else or
yes,
just me?
within 30 feet.
Yeah, if you want, I can tune to this.
If you have better items, don't worry about it. But if you've got a slot and you're willing, it couldn't hurt.
Yeah. My items are just for helping me carry more items, so really,
And
Might
helping
as well.
see.
yeah, that one.
I appreciate your
It's-
sacrifice.
Let me see what items I can remove. The shocking resolution, the partner in crime. This one would lower my AC significantly.
Why do all of your magical items sound like TF2 drops?
What is TF2 drop?
Don't worry about it.
Why don't we go ahead and teleport?
All right.
As soon as we're about to, I will go ahead and do the Unity thing.
Okay. Unity is up.
Devouse.
Yeah, I assume you time Unity. You assign, oh my god, Pest of that Trace so that they go off right before the teleport, so no time is wasted on them. And then D will attempt to cast Teleport, teleporting you all to the tower that leads to the Snake Light. Let me go pull this up and see what he needs to roll. It's a D100 for something. Very familiar. It is carefully studied the place you can see when you cast it. No. Seen casually. Seen more than once with you. Yeah, that's true. He's been at least twice. Okay, he has seen it casually.
Question.
Yes.
Has he been down to the tower more than I have?
No, you certainly have.
Okay, cool. At least I can hold that above him
Yeah.
still.
Yeah. Hey, Feck, as a note, I'm unattuning to Partner in Crime and having attuned to the Void Dragonheart, just for everyone else, just in case.
Okay, excellent. Good to know. All right.
My AC is too lower than normal.
Vasu, I will let you have the honors here.
Oh,
He has seen this place casually, which means on a 54 or better, you're good. Anything
God.
lower, and some things might go wrong.
why are you giving me the honors here?
Because you're real good at D100s.
Am I?
Historically, yeah.
Yeah, rolled 1 on your first one.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
You can pass
see,
this off if you want.
You're saying I'm very good from a DM's perspective.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is also your brother. Dude.
Yeah. I guess if you don't want to let him roll it himself, I think he's a big enough man to roll his own D100s for story reasons now. But if you don't want to let him, and if you want to make me to roll it, I'm saying up front I have an inspiration. So if this goes bad, I'm using it.
I will rule before you make the roll. I'll let you, as a party, collectively spend all of your inspirations to reroll the D100 if you want, but not just a regular D100.
Let's just roll.
Just
we
roll
we can walk
Guy-
from wherever it's at.
Oh fuck.
I believe in you. Good luck.
I hope this isn't. Don't be a Philo moment. Be a Vasu moment. Vasu has much better luck with D100s than Philo. Here we go.
He's coming to one.
Ah!
Yay!
Oh no!
There is a nervous glance as the magic starts to kick in. You see that he calms himself. He takes a deep breath. He centers. He begins to focus. And one by one, each of you begins to feel yourselves pulled a little sloppier than you're used to. But once things get going, there's a degree of control to it. He seems to have kind of got it down straight. And you feel yourselves pulled through space and time. When you emerge, you are immediately drenched and cold and wet. You're met with the clap of lightning, the roll of thunder that not only rolls across the sea far below you, but kind of echoes at intervals off of flying islands scattered around the sky in all directions. You guys took off in the afternoon, maybe 3 or 4 p.m. It is still very light out. When you arrive here, it is dark as night. And there is a roiling storm all around you. You can hear the waves crashing below. You see the tower standing in front of you, just a few feet away. Easy enough to walk through its doors and get into safety. And you see nobody else. Except Ace. What is your passive perception?
30.
Ace, through the monocle, you see huddled near the stump of a tree are a pair of bullfrogs. One of which looks like Valna, and one of which looks like a toucan, wearing some ornate blue robes with a pair of sapphire nunchucks. They are polymorphed or wild-shaped, one of the two.
Real quick, who's
Yeah.
Valna?
Elf
Valna
chick.
is Moat's elf chick friend, the druid.
Ah, right.
All right.
Also,
Do they
with-
notice
with-
us?
They seem to, yes. And you can
We
actually see
with
that
our
they're-
pass without trace up?
Boy.
I mean, we're teleporting.
I
We're
was
not
gonna
hiding
say,
immediately.
do you guys like immediately scramble to hide, or do you just kind of teleport and you're standing there?
I mean,
I'm definitely not hiding.
I think they
I
do,
hide.
and you can
I
see
say
that
I'll-
these two little bullfrogs kind of like eye each other, but they don't do anything right away.
do we have Rory's up? I assume it's just always up.
Yeah, it's always up.
Yeah, I assume it's up if you don't say otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up.
Hey, we have some friends. Should I shoot them?
Well, if they're friends, why would you shoot them?
They're not actually friends. They're the
Oh,
druid.
sorry.
Do I recognize the pair of sapphire nunchaku?
No, because
You can't see
I
it.
can't see it.
everybody else
right.
only sees bullfrogs if you see them at all. Ace is the only one who sees their true forms
If
currently.
I see them starting to move at all, I'm just gonna shoot them.
Wasn't Volna actually a friend?
I think she kind of. It was
Thought she
unclear.
was.
As
I mean, they.
as you guys are kind of having this discussion, you watch as one of the bullfrogs steps forward or leaps forward and then shifts into Volna, and the other one just behind starts to like follow behind Volna and then starts ribbiting angrily, and the Volna's like, "Oh right, of course," and she waves her hand and dismisses that polymorph, and the other one turns into Asim, who you recognize, although you still don't know his name, Basu, as the toucan, the head guard of this place. And both of them approach you with concerned looks on their faces. And say, "We should get inside quickly. It's not safe." Where did you come from?
Why are you outside?
Maybe you should explain yourself first.
Yes, of course, and we can do it out here if you'd like. Although she does kind of like wave her hand and forms just like a protective dome above her that kind of shoos the water off to any side. The druids have heeded your message. The Ryujin has not. She looks at Vasu. We did our best to stay its hand, but when it heard that the other three elementals had been gathered against it, it could not resist the allure of the temptation, the offer that was given to it by the dragon that waits below. We were able to beat it here and warn your friends that they were in danger. Most of them have headed north to Eisenmar to fetch reinforcements. Your friend here, Asim. Yes, I wasn't going to leave the place undefended. That seems foolhardy. I stayed behind to make sure that this wasn't a ruse. And the lady's right. Big serpent, big as the sky, came barreling in here, twisted itself into a storm, and that storm flew right past the door, down into the tower.
So
Nothing
it's
we-
down there.
It is down there.
All right. Well, I guess we.
How
better-
long ago did this happen? And then, while I'm asking them that, can I either just make a survival check or with a passive 21? I know it's dark here, but like, can I see the sun or moon at all and tell how much time has passed from where we were before we teleported?
You can give me a survival check.
Hey, that's good.
I'm not sure. The tide would work. The tide is the same. Not a significant amount of time has passed. So that makes it even more unusual that the storm has gotten so bad. With a 30, you can tell it's still daytime. The storm just makes it so dark it feels like night. What you can also tell on a 30, this is not a natural storm. There's no way. There's no way that a storm this big could have been so close to the coast and you wouldn't have seen some signs from it out there. This is clearly some sort of a supernatural storm that has gathered over this place. And there is just a torrent of water that is pouring down from the sky, causing the ocean to roar below.
All right. Where's the entrance at, and is it safe to step inside?
Yeah, she's like motioning to it. It's right there. It's just a big
All right.
pair of doors.
How long ago did this serpent come in?
7 or 8 hours. Reinforcements should be here, and he kind of looks down. I don't know, 1 or 2.
I don't
But
know. If we
are
can
those
really wait that long.
reinforcements? What were those reinforcements? Who were
Do
those?
those reinforcements have names, or are they just like nameless soldiers?
Of course they have names. It's going to be Linny, Reginald. You've met some of them, I think. And he describes that he's going to bring back as much of the monastic order will come. He is going to bring back a couple of airships, or he's ordered them to bring back a couple of airships. And he's planning on checking to see if they can spare any more of the military, even though a lot of it's been sent down to Green Castle.
Right.
He's basically put high alert. He's let Eisenmar know that there's been a breach of the Snake Lights, and that is a potentially catastrophic event if they don't send military immediately.
I thought you mentioned that like the people that we knew from Eisenmar were like going for reinforcements, and I was like, hey, I got bad news about them.
Oh, yeah. No, he sent the other monks that were guarding here.
Okay.
I don't think
Well,
we should
shit.
want to wait.
Let's get down there, gang.
Just I'd be remiss not to say it, but 16 insight check. Are we being deceived?
Yeah, I wanted to second that. See if they're like
Sure,
leading us into a trap.
Yeah, absolutely.
I trust this guy, but I'll make one too.
25 is my minimum.
Most of you get to read that the guard is... Oh,
28?
28, okay. The guard is the easiest read for sure, and he seems completely sincere. He seems bummed at first that they would abandon their post, but then, like, there's a little bit that you see in his eyes, like, holy fuck, that thing was big, we wouldn't have stood a chance. So he seems like in the end he probably made the right decision, and kind of almost seems a little proud of himself for staying behind to make sure that it wasn't a trap. Volna has mixed looks of like, oh, this is real bad, and I know that we left on weird terms. She understands that it's weird for her to just show up all of a sudden like this. But she seems genuine, and she seems especially genuine in that, like, the druids aren't behind this. The druids tried to stop this and couldn't.
Wasn't one of the people with the druids betraying them, though?
Varder, yes.
Varder.
So, like,
That fucking guy.
I mean, you can't just be like, well, just because they're a druid wearing a robe means they're trustworthy.
For sure. She doesn't say anything about Varder, but you're very welcome to poke her if you want.
Are there any other people that you know who are here who are working against us?
I haven't heard from Varder in a long time. I know that obviously the dragon has many other forces. They chased me down for a while, but I'm hard to pin down, I guess. The grove has been safe. They attacked the trench, but we were able to repel them from the trench. I think they realized it was easier to go straight for the elemental than for us. With that said, we have not heard anything from Varder since he betrayed us last time, and he is obviously no longer welcome with us. If we see him again, we'll kill him.
Good. Also, Feck, I apologize. This is an out-of-character thing because my memory is terrible and this campaign has been going on forever. Wasn't the Ryujin camping out, like, inside of me for a little bit?
The Raiju is. Sorry, I know that they're very similar. The Raiju is air, the Ryujin is water.
I thought the Ryujin was thunder. Or one of them was, like, lightning.
Well, the lightning is air. Air is lightning.
What is
Yeah. Raiju.
How many elements are
lightning
there?
4.
Lightning gets mixed into air because, for some reason, I don't know.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's no
So I
air damage.
Yeah, so which one was in me? The lightning? Or
The lightning one is in you.
Okay.
Or it has been kind of going in and out.
It's kind of chilling out with Bjarl sometimes, right?
At the very least, you've noticed that sometimes when you do windy stuff, the Bjarl arm like crackles with lightning, and it didn't do that before.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry for my terrible memory.
It's okay. This has been a big campaign, and frankly, I have not been able to keep track of everything super well.
I thought there were 4 elements. I'm a 4 elements monk, and
Oh,
they're
there
like,
are.
oh yeah, there's lightning, but sometimes lightning is air.
Yeah, well-
It's a lot to keep up with, my dude.
It sure is. It sure is. There's 4 elements. Lightning and air are the same element. All right. Anything else before you guys head in?
Down the stairs we go.
All right. You guys head in out of the storm, and are immediately greeted by not a terribly big, but a very ornate interior. You can see that the entire inside is lined with stained glass that goes all the way up to the top of this tower, and it is backlit, so it's just casting a rainbow of lights directly onto you as you enter. And it has hanging crystals up above you that continue to scatter and diffract that light. Rainbows are kind of cast all over each of you as you enter. And the only thing in this tower that you can see is a staircase right in front of you that begins to wind down around a pillar. And presumably you start to head that way. As you begin to go down, Asim and Volna do ask, do you want us to stay and wait for the reinforcements? What would you have us do?
What's the highest level spell you can cast?
Great question.
How many hit points do you have?
Can I borrow your nunchucks if you stay up here?
Certainly not. I need these.
Are they magic?
Of course they're magic. Are your weapons magic? I should certainly hope so.
I just quirk an eyebrow at him. I know you can't see magic, but if you could see magic, I assure you they're positively brimming.
Then why didn't you ask Vasu if you can see that his methods are magical?
I just wanted him to tell me. Feck, are his nunchucks magic?
Oh, they're totally magic.
That's cool. I'm curious about them, but I'm not gonna like pry.
I guess I meant more. Could you use a spell to give us or one of us a buff before we go down there?
Yeah, I am checking to see Volna Thrana.
So it'd be more inclined for them to stay behind so that when the reinforcements show up, they know where we went and what's going on.
Yeah.
And that way we can be attacked from behind as well.
I also just wanted to
traders.
make sure this guy had at least like magic weapons, because if you don't have a magic weapon at this point in the campaign, what fucking good are you? even as a defense NPC. Am I being too harsh?
No, it's reasonable.
They have hit points.
With a quick assessment of their abilities, because we have to dip a little bit into meta here to just talk about it. Volna, fairly high level. She can do 1/8 level spell, but she's already burned a lot of her resources trying to stop the Ryujin back home. The current highest that she has available is a 6 level spell, which she would be willing to spend on you, except she has only prepared Sunbeam in her 6 level spell slot. She could upcast a Mask Your Wounds if you need it, but it looks like you're all full. She could throw a bunch of freedom of movements on a bunch of you if you wanted, but it only lasts for an hour. She could do protection from energy on one of you, but that only lasts an hour.
Does she have anything that'll make us walk faster?
Did she have water breathing?
She does have water breathing prepared. Yep. Yeah, she could do that for sure.
But then I attuned to this for nothing.
Water breathing lasts long enough that it would be effective down there.
Isn't our walk supposed to take an hour? It's okay, you can do
She can also just cast a fuckload of good berries for you if you guys want.
Sure. Can she actually turn us into wind so we can just
didn't we also,
wind walk
didn't
down
we also
there?
like just have a long rest?
She does not have Windwalk prepared.
You have a long rest
that's
like 2
fair.
days ago?
Yeah, you guys are pretty much full, but the good berries keep for a day is the point.
Yeah, no, but like how is she out?
Because this Ryujin just tried to flee and come over here.
Yeah, but like didn't she say like flew past them and they did nothing?
Yeah, it was just her and the other guy in Polymorph keeping watch, basically.
So she cast an 8th level polymorph?
No, that was back at the trench.
At their place.
Right, when the Ryujin initially broke out.
Yeah. It broke out, they fought, then they followed it here.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay, so it broke out like yesterday or something.
Earlier today.
Gotcha. Okay, I apologize. I'm back.
And that is noteworthy. You guys have mapped the Hellsfly Trench, and it is like 5 days by airship.
They use plants. I'm assuming.
Well, the
Okay.
Ryujin got here in a matter of hours.
I mean, it is the sea.
Anyway, she will give you guys a collective 80 good berries. And she gives you all water breathing.
Important question.
Yes.
For you only, Feck.
Uh-huh.
To you to make this judgment as an NPC that I care about deeply. Does D want to come with us?
He is nervous, but he's more nervous about being alone. He feels like if he leaves your side, he's going to get abducted.
Let's just take him with us. He'll be safer with us.
Hey,
Let's start going down there.
All right.
Great work with the teleportation, D.
Yeah, you really knocked it out, man.
Yeah, man, I got it. I know, I'm good.
I'm gonna ruffle his head in a rude way, as an older brother does,
Of course.
as I say that. But as I do, the snake tattoo on my arm is also gonna kind of slither out and make a little halo above his head, and he has sanctuary.
Ooh, good call. Okay.
I care
Indeed.
about him very much, and if he dies, I will hurt.
Understood.
Just putting that out there for you.
Let's hope it doesn't happen.
I'm gonna be looking for traps and stuff on the way down.
Perfect. Give me investigation. And do you guys have a special plan, or are you just hustling as fast as you can down these stairs?
I told you
I'm gonna move stealthily because I can move at full speed stealthily.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my
Hey,
shell and
dude.
tumble down the stairs like a giant boulder.
Okay. Anybody else have special plans?
I'm just kidding. I'll let Ace lead because he's looking for traps.
All right.
45 stealth.
Hello. I had the potion.
Ooh, what's it do?
It's just the superior healing.
Okay, I'll hold on.
One of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just in case, for you or for anyone else.
Sure. Yeah. No, I'll hold on to it until the right moment.
Stealth of 47.
Good fucking lord. All right. Ace takes a little bit of the lead, and you guys are just behind. And begin.
Oh yeah, can I go with Ace?
Sure. You'll also have to make a stealth check if you want to.
I can move it. I can move it at full speed while being stealth.
Oh, that is a good point. Yeah.
Also, you
Oh,
can
what's the
see through
difference?
my. You can see.
Yeah.
You have to move half speed.
Yeah.
Which means you would be slowing him down, or you'd be slowing the whole party down if you're going to try to stealth. So alternatively, you can just run full speed with Ace, but then it's pointless for him to be stealthing. Your call.
Yeah, never mind. Expertise in stealth is pointless.
You also can see like everything from my perspective.
Oh no, it's not that. It's more like if you get hurt.
I mean, he's just ahead of us.
Yeah,
like,
he's not like miles ahead. He's just like maybe.
Oh,
30
okay,
feet
just
ahead,
like. Oh, I expected.
I'm just
very far away.
I'm probably like maybe I don't know at max
Like-
50 to 80 feet ahead of you guys, if that.
no, I wouldn't even
No,
say
like
that far
30
ahead.
probably.
Like 30 feet at most.
Yeah, far enough ahead that I could be ahead of you guys and just out ahead.
All right. To save some of the suspense, time passes. A lot of time passes. A lot of very boring and monotonous time passes. I do need a Constitution check from everybody who does not have like a weird special plan and you're just running down the stairs.
Does a hover speed help with this?
It does not. Notably, this this stairway, too tight to fly in.
Oh, I've never seen you actually walking before.
A hover speed doesn't help. Like I can't just kind of like make a little nimbus cloud beneath my feet and skate down the side.
Where are you getting it from?
I have the bracers that I can just if I use an
that's
air
true.
anything I can just have. The hover speed.
Yes, that is fine. That is magical flight. You're not actually using your muscles to move. That's fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll pick
How
up D
about-
too. And anybody else I can carry. I'll pick up D and Flurgle because I think I can put one of them on each shoulder.
Okay, excellent. That works.
Okay.
Did you say check or saving throw?
Either's if you're better at saves, you can do a save.
I guess.
I
was
I
kinda-
haven't asked.
Looking for a weird reason to do a check, but like it could be a save too.
I'm
Wait, you said
riding Toto, so I don't need it, but I'm making it anyways because I'm really good at it.
Hell yeah, I got
I
a
am not.
Does being a monk and being able to run up and down on walls help me here?
Can he,
I'll give you
That's the-
advantage.
Thanks.
Oh look, I did good.
if he like runs straight
Very
up
good.
at the top and then just kind of
Terrific.
like paces himself down along.
You have
the
a plus
way,
5
He can.
Okay.
That's probably less exertion.
and
than
D4.
stairs.
No, the D4's gone by now. This is an hour
Yeah.
later.
I can't tell
Wow,
if it's
yeah.
like really weird or really appropriate that Nordo's the one who gets winded after these stairs.
Right.
He has a lot of soul damage. Okay,
Should have
guys, stop
slid.
bullying him.
Flick, what you got?
So there's a storm outside, right?
Yes, sure is.
And then once we get out of the storm's range, we're deep underwater, right?
Once you get deep enough, yeah, actually, it wouldn't take that long. After the first like 15 minutes,
Okay.
you're definitely under the sea.
Okay, my sword's always active. I can use an action to teleport 10 feet to space I can see. So can I just do that?
You.
Teleport every.
And it's active the whole time, so I could
You're
just
not wrong.
teleport every 6 seconds.
It is awkward. It is certainly awkward, but it will save you some amount of energy. I'll let you have advantage for it. With that said,
Cool.
like the line of sight issue here is so weird. It doesn't save a ton of effort, but I'll let you have it because it's cute.
Okay.
You didn't even. Do
Every
that.
now and then he just
Ah.
lags.
Yeah, it really is almost like he's just lagging the whole time. Like every 5 seconds, he just blips a few feet ahead.
We see
That's
him
fine.
running in place the whole time, but
He just keeps teleporting in front of Nordo, and Nordo keeps stumbling.
Nordo, you by the time you guys reach the bottom of the stairs, have taken 1 level of exhaustion.
Even on an
Even
11.
on an 11, it is.
Here's the thing that might help. They no longer need to breathe, or they don't thirst.
Oh,
Since
because
they don't
it
need
is-
to breathe, yeah, they don't need to like burn their lungs jogging and shit.
That is actually legit. Does it? Okay, hang on. How does the?
Also,
They
don't
don't need
lose.
to eat, breathe, or
Yeah.
drink.
Yeah,
That doesn't
they're
help
also
the muscles,
hydrated.
though.
They're also hydrated all the time because they don't need to to drink.
I also would like to raise some objections to not being able to use athletics for muscles.
If you are you more proficient in athletics than in Constitution saving throws?
By a lot.
By a lot. What would the difference be?
It would be a plus 12 instead of a plus 4.
Bumps that to a 19. Oh, I have it. You're good.
Thanks, appreciate that.
Okay.
Yay!
After about 50 minutes of going down these stairs,
Did you say 50 or 15?
5-0, 5-0, 5
God.
tens. Oh yeah, so you guys are doing this for almost an hour, and it is you're waiting for the sweet relief of getting to the bottom of these stairs, and what you find instead is that hell becomes even worse The tower, after a certain point, becomes flooded. And Ace, you're the first to realize that this winding, tight staircase is about to become a winding, tight, underwater staircase. Do you change anything, or do you just continue down the stairs, going underwater with your water breathing from Valna?
I mean, if we wait for the... Probably wait for them to catch up so that we have the void chamber, so that we don't have to worry about, pressure and all that jazz.
Staying a little bit closer as a group, then you guys continue for about 10 or 15 minutes, continuing down this stairwell, except now underwater. Truly miserable. Vasu, you have to start using your muscles again. You can't hover underwater.
No, hold on. I got something for this.
Do you?
Turns to water, yeah. His thingy switches between elements, I believe. One of them
True.
gives him a swim speed.
Oh, perfect.
You have to do a cold attack to do it? I don't know how it works.
Resistance to cold, swim speed equal to walking speed. I don't think we already have water breathing, right? From
Yes.
Balna?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I have a swim speed, so I just start swimming, I guess.
Excellent. Perfect. Then it's not too dangerous. And thankfully for all of you, this fresh hell only lasts for about 10 minutes. Because eventually, you see a light at the end of the tunnel. And one by one, you pour out of a stairwell and find yourselves surrounded by light. Deep underwater, but still surrounded by light. And all around you, you see brilliant color refracted through these still stones, and then refracted more by the ripples of water above you. And as you emerge, you can see that there is a surface to this water. It does break into what appears to be dry, breathable air. And then the cave goes up for another 20 or 30 feet beyond that, and then there are more stones. However, as soon as you emerge, you feel the water stir. You hear a low grumble that seems to just resonate throughout the entire cavern. And let me roll this to see if it gets the jump on y'all. You guys
Did
have
it see
crazy
us?
passives, right?
My passive's 30.
Yeah. Many of you are probably not going to be surprised by this.
My passive is not very good.
Oh, well, it rolled
My God.
crazy fucking high.
Oh, it almost. That's more than my passive.
As you guys are kind of emerging, getting up to the surface of the water, Ace and anybody else with a passive better than 29 are not surprised as the water begins to take shape and immediately lunges for somebody that it catches off guard. And I'm going to pull you over to the map and we'll pick up an initiative.
And we'll pick up next time.
Don't you
Hell
fucking
no.
dare!
I want
It's
to die.
8:45.
No, the night is young.
It's 9:45, too. 9:45.
8:45 where God is paying attention.
Why are you 3 minutes
If you
off?
think for 1 second that God is paying attention to Iowa, United
Wow.
States,
It's 8:40.
Why
It's
is my
9:42.
why
Yeah,
is my
why-
computer
why-
clock off?
So I understand the hour being off, but why are our minutes off from each other?
Now it's 9:43.
Okay.
Just turned 9:43.
Yeah, my computer says 8:43 and my phone says 8:43, and both of them are synced up to like the wireless. Like,
Why did you say
satellite
45
clock.
then?
What did I say? I didn't say 45.
You rounded
Well,
up.
Rounded.
Okay, I'll allow the rounding. I'll allow it.
It's 2:43 a.m. where God doesn't exist.
Where the fuck is that?
So whenever you buy
Ohio?
fast food and you forget about it, and then it's sat out for too long, and it's no
I've-
longer edible because it's sat out.
I've never done that.
I do.
yeah, it's never once
sometimes.
happened to me.
How do you buy fast food and not eat it immediately? It's only good because
Right.
it's hot and fast right then. If you let it sit at all, it's dead.
Okay, here. How about this? The DoorDasher came and didn't ring the doorbell like you asked them to, so you didn't get it for like a half hour.
See, that's just a thing that I will say that I've never personally experienced, but it's because I don't think that like I just like any place that's like I could get drive through, I would never order delivered to me. I don't see the
Yeah.
value in it. I'm not gonna pay somebody $15 to drive to Taco Bell for me when I could do it myself. So I've never had
Are
that
we
problem,
still in water?
and that's just me. Yeah, we D&D is happening.
Man,
now.
am I
Yeah,
lazy
sorry, I'm
now?
pulling over the map.
Okay,
You guys
cool.
are good for a bit.
No, I'm not trying
yeah.
to call anybody out on this. I'm just saying I've never done that.
Why
Well,
did
if
you
you
do
do
it?
it-
Are we in water?
You are So initiative is going to happen right as all of you burst up through the surface of the water and find yourselves here.
Can I do like the mermaid burst out of the water?
Yes, it's beautiful.
Gorgeous. Give me a performance check.
I will. It's gonna be real bad.
And we're not doing explosions in here?
So graceful.
It's-
No,
it-
please no
God.
explosion.
No explosions in here.
Oh.
If you can help it. Also, maybe not shatter. That seems like a bad idea here.
I think it would be a great idea.
No.
Nothing that could disturb any of the still stones.
Yeah, you see all those crystals everywhere? Don't touch them.
No, I'm colorblind
Aren't
and
they like
crystal blind.
unstable? Isn't
Yeah.
doing anything
Well,
in
okay,
here a
you don't
bad
have
idea?
to come at. You don't have to come at them like that. They're trying their best.
But like, if I bump into one, can it potentially explode? That's what I thought, anyway.
If you bump hard enough.
Yeah.
You would have to bump very hard.
I mean, that's
They're
why
rock,
everybody
but-
that comes through here generally has like a fly speed or something.
So
If
you
I could-
guys, especially Vossi, but all of you had experience with stillstones. You would all be aware that the bigger the stillstone is, the harder it is to move it. But if it does budge, it explodes bigger. So like these rocks are probably not going to explode unless you cast a shatter on them. But if you cast a shatter on them, you're going to start
Initiative
a
isn't working.
cataclysmic event.
Initiative is a fun. There we go.
If I could
Can
find
I do,
space
like-
enough, can I roll a perception check because I wanted to check for danger?
Yeah, that's
Is
fine.
that too late?
No, I think it's reasonable. Anybody who was like actively looking for danger on the way down can do an active perception check if the passive perception didn't beat it. And like
Bless
you
you.
guys knew you were going into danger. I think this is totally fair.
Completely impossible for me
Do
to
I
find
see any?
out. So
Do I see anything else with a natural 20 for 35?
Yeah, I'll give you some info on your turn.
Did I only ever get the 4th shackle?
I believe so. You saw one more for sure, but I don't think you ever retrieved it.
We gotta turn
Dang.
around
I
right
was just
now.
thinking,
Get the
it'd
shackle.
it'd be really cool if I had like the air shackle and I could like give anybody I wanted like air elemental stats and they could just float through this. But I guess I didn't get that one. Oh well.
All right, let's see.
So, like, would a fireball, for example, in here damage the crystals?
Fireball,
Because they're underwater, right?
fireball, especially underwater, probably fine. You know, it's rock. Things that don't damage rock are going to be less effective on stillstone, especially the big ones. And a fireball is not an explosion; it's a conflagration. It just makes things hot.
Fair. What about a catapult munition?
Catapult musician could damage it and cause an explosion if it
That's
hits one
fair.
of these crystals.
Yeah, it is only fire damage.
So,
Oh, what
wait,
is
are we
this?
are we
So
underwater or did we come to the surface of the water?
Just as you guys are poking your heads through the surface of the water is when some of you notice that a stream of water is rushing its way towards Nordo. And I must stress, this looks kind of like a blue dragon in the sprite. It is made of water. Everything about this is just water that has taken on sort of a serpentine form and wings spread out from it. The only exception to that are these two red eyes that appear to be almost kind of crystalline, sort of. They at least appear physical. And they are what kind of bear down on Nordo, and we'll start initiative off with surprise. Once we get everybody in here, I need to get D.
Missing
Is it-
Gale too, and Gale, don't forget your D8.
Is it like a Morpha?
Kind of, yeah.
Does anybody have a hook shot?
It is kind of like Morpha, actually. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta use the
So-
hook shot to pull its penis out.
Oh, I've got this actually. No, not that. That's not what I'm aiming for.
It is now. What you're aiming for?
All right.
A
Ace.
small question.
Yes.
It
sorry.
should be a D8, Gale, not a
Was
D4.
Ace still 30 feet ahead of us scouting when this
No, I
happened?
came back to you
You
with you
regrouped
guys.
when you guys got out of the
Gotcha.
water.
Yeah, I specifically said that I regrouped with you guys.
We all kind of blipped out of the surface. Bloop, 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 and then disappeared?
Yep.
Gotcha.
And some of you are not surprised, some of you are. Ace, I don't believe you're surprised. Do you see this thing is charging up towards Nordo? What would you like to do?
Important. Are we underwater? Or is it underwater?
You're
Or
at the
is it-
surface of the water. The water is about 30 feet deep, and then there's about 30 feet of cavern above you.
Is there any of these tall enough where I could stand on one?
Yes, any of the crystals that are like outlined here are up above the water. And for the sake of convenience, I'm going to say that they're all 10 feet out of the water. Instead
Okay,
of
so I'm
rolling
going to go
for
ahead and
every individual
just
crystal.
get up here on that. Use probably most of my movement. And then I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on it.
All right.
And then I'm going to shoot him. -5 plus 10.
All right. And are you aiming anywhere in particular?
Probably his eyes. It's the only thing that has like a different color.
Sick. It's a bit of a trickier shot, but a 30 absolutely sinks in, and you watch as it slams in for 52 points of damage.
And the next one. Same deal. Does it seem like it has any other like parts that are not made of water?
Everything else appears to be made of water.
Critical hit?
Oh my god, critical hit for 11, 25, 35?
Yep.
35.
Don't forget my bonus damage.
Yeah, another 4 for that. Yep, good call.
And then one more. Another critical hit?
Oh my god, Ace, calm down. 10, 38, 48. Yeah, on your game, not to be trifled with, you see this thing sneaking up on you, you're in the Underdark, this is your home, and you just unleash a volley straight towards this thing's weakest point and critically hit it twice. It reels back and roars in horror. Nordo is still surprised during all of this, and a couple others as well, but Ace has at least started this fight before this thing can chomp down. Anything else?
I guess I'll just telepathically be like, everyone look out!
Alright, that'll bring us...
Unless I can, like, move here and get, like, kind of behind the crystal a little bit. I don't know. Get some cover.
A little bit. Not a ton, but a little bit, yeah. Alright.
Actually, I'll go here, kind of how to get out of a... I don't think it has a breath attack, but I want to be an AoE.
I believe Flick was surprised, unless I'm mistaken.
Oh no, definitely surprised. Definitely.
Didn't roll for D, let's find out. I think he's probably surprised. 29, actually, yeah, 28 still actually does not meet. So he is surprised. Flurgle, I think, surprised.
I'm surprised. There's no way I could beat that. I only have a +4.
Yep. Norda surprised, I think.
Yep.
Alright, Ryujin. Is gonna chomp. The first thing that it does is bite down onto Norda. As it brings its fangs down, you see that momentarily they snap freeze into icicles. Critting? Or wait, I don't think it crits on you. You're surprised, but
I'm not surprised it were anyway. My turn's over.
Yeah, and surprise doesn't give advantage anyway. So that is
Correct.
just a 37 for 34 points of piercing and cold damage.
Got it.
And after the teeth sink in, it begins to wrap its body around you. 23 for 19.
Alright.
That's bad.
And if that hits, you are now grappled and restrained by it, which means the next one has advantage.
I'm surprised, so I can't use a reaction, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Not until your turn passes. 31 for another 24 bludgeoning.
Ow.
Ow. That brings it to Vasu.
Bad
Surprise.
news.
Surprise ends. I think Gale was also surprised. Surprised ends. And now we are in combat proper. Nobody is surprised anymore. Ace, first act.
Okay, he just did his little attacks and that's it.
He did, and he seems to have kind of grabbed onto Nordo.
Guys,
Yes.
gross. That was a lot of damage.
Stop being hit.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Everything's fine.
What's a lot of damage, though?
Was. I wasn't raging yet.
I'm glad
When
it
was
was
the
you,
last time
though.
you raged?
I will have you know. I raged against the Pale Knight.
26 to hit?
26 does hit. For 32.
Plus another 10.
Yeah, 42. You're right.
If it was a crit, it would have done so much more damage. Look at that.
That seems to be the case with crits.
I know, but it was like
You've rolled.
a lot more.
Just messing with you.
Do you want to go right now?
I do.
Okay, well, we'll have to wait. I have to get through all these drop downs. $26 again for another 31.
All right, excellent. Anything else?
And then I guess I'll just bonus action. I'm going to stand next to Flurgle, and I'm just going to bonus action try to hide if I can.
All right.
I'm in my little darkness bubble, so I don't know if it can even see me.
You are in the darkness bubble. You can definitely tell, having critically hit them twice. These eyes that you're shooting at are some sort of like condensed magical elemental energy. They don't look like fleshy blood and flesh eyes. So he almost certainly has some sort of weird vision.
Gotcha. So I should should I still try to hide behind
Absolutely.
this?
You can certainly try.
My minimum is 26.
26 minimum. Delightful. Okay. I assume that you kind of like drop down real low and you're using the crystal for cover from the water below, right?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Cool. At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action. Yeah, he's going to constrict some other people. Let's get some more people in on this party. Let's throw in at Flit.
Oh, go Flick.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Can you constrict something that isn't wrapped around yet?
That is, yeah. So the constrict is like an attack. You wraps part of his body around and then also constricts. It's like giant snake and a bunch of other things. Yeah, true, accurate. So that is 28 bludgeoning damage, and you are also tightly wrapped up by just the water around you. And it kind of sinks in for you now at this point how big this thing is. Because Nordo's a good 20 feet away from you. He's like across the size of a large room from you. Also being tied up by this same just snake-like pattern of ocean water all around you.
Okay.
But it is now your turn.
Cool. We are still deep underwater,
Very.
considered. Cool. Sword should still be active then. I'm going to teleport right before I attack, because I can do that.
No! Yep, effortlessly just blipping out from that constraint.
Hell yeah.
And then this has advantage because I did that.
So importantly, where do you teleport and what do you attack?
I want to attack the eyes because that seems like the obvious spot that's not water, but I don't know if Flick would know that.
Boy, I don't know. You can give me an Arcana check if you want.
Okay. We fought weird
For what
things
for what it's
before,
worth, you've
but-
also seen Ace only shooting him in the eyes.
Yeah, like, so anyone who has ever played a video game is you understand the concept of a weak point.
I don't think Flick's going to.
That's fair. Yeah, the eyes seem harder to hit, but they probably do more damage.
Okay.
But you follow your heart. You do what Flick would do.
I'll try to hit them. That's fun.
All right, then you will have to teleport closer and hit the eyes and swing away. 33 to hit. 33 does hit just fine. Do you have any way to... You're in the water. Do you have any way to cancel that disadvantage out?
Swim speed?
Yes, that will do it.
Cool.
Cool. So that is 19, 20, 24 points.
Sick. I just have the one attack still, so
All
do
right.
that.
Excellent. That'll bring us to the end of another turn, which means let's do another constrict. This time, let's get Gale.
Hits.
20 points of bludgeoning, and you are grappled and restrained. And it's D's
No
turn.
thanks.
But it wants it.
Since yes, dice.
D does not want to be in the water. So he's not gonna be. He's a monk. He does whatever the fuck you want. D is gonna climb up onto here. And I'm gonna give him a check. Oop, that's athletics, not arcana. That's fine. Still very low. From up here, he just fires a handful of sunbolts.
Disco balls.
Missing once, but he does hit 23 for 10. A little bit of damage on one of the eyeballs there. That is it. He is running low on ki. He's not going to do anything super special just yet. Flurgle's turn.
What a predicament. Flurgle's gonna pull out some oil.
Oh no.
28.
Yeah, 20 absolutely hits. And for what it's worth, so importantly, you're chucking this at like the head or the butt. Like he's all around you. Where are you throwing this?
Just the closest part, probably. The wing?
Okay, excellent. Yeah, that's an easy target to hit, and it just becomes clouded with this thick black oil, and you can see it gets swept along as this thing moves. Its body is now slightly oiled.
Yeah. Then
Don't
my
pollute
main.
that.
Well. Main action.
What if a duck gets in that? It's gonna get all oily and not be able to fly.
18 hit?
We'll cook it, eat it.
18, unfortunately, as you pull your hand back to throw the alchemist fire,
Splash.
there is just a splash. Yeah, a big wave kind of rocks you back, and it kind of just flies off in another direction.
Just floats down gently to the water.
Yeah, you're as the alchemist fire just kind of falls under the water. I'll say the vial's not damaged. It hits the water and just begins to...
I only have the one!
Yeah.
Can I go get it?
You can swim down there and try to go grab it if you wanted, yeah?
Yeah, I swim down there.
Alright, about 10 or 15 feet under, you're able to catch up to it and grab the alchemist fire again.
Okay. I just remain 10 to 15 feet underground. Underwater.
Alright.
Actually, I'll only go near everyone so they're within 30 feet of me.
Actually, come back up to me. So I can protect
Oh, no, what?
So I can protect
I'm
you.
right here.
But I can protect you next to me. Next to me.
What? You're so far away!
You are 10 feet up, Ace, just if that matters.
Never mind.
As I'm in the water, you're like, where are you?
Yeah, I kind of overlooked it because D is a monk, but, like, getting out of water and climbing a slick 10-foot rock wall onto a thing is a bit of a feat.
It's okay, he's a rogue.
I'm a ranger. I'm not affected by difficult
That's
terrain
true.
or by physics.
Well, I don't know about that, but we'll let it happen for now because we're already past it.
Yeah.
That'll
I'll
bring us-
just swim nearby. Back there. I'm not gonna get under the crystal.
Perfect, sounds good. That'll bring us to, well, let's do one more legendary before Norda's turn.
You have to?
Yeah, I sure do, and this one's going to be on Vasu.
No!
I can't have a flying snake not attack you. 24
I'm your
to hit,
friend!
He's not a poison snake, though.
As far as you know.
20 could be made out of acid.
A 24 does just hit.
Hell yeah. Then, as is tradition, the flying snake grabs you and grapples and restrains you and does 20
Of course.
damage.
Cool. Awesome.
And it's Nordo's turn.
Okay. I would like to use a bonus action to rage.
Good call.
And had some cute ideas, but I think I'm just gonna stick with the old tried and true. Hit him a couple times with my axe. Yeah, as Nordo's new mechanical arm reaches
Hell
out,
yeah.
the axe like bursts out of the crystal nearby. Probably not from the crystal, that's still stunned, but from any regular earth that's nearby. These will be reckless attacks to overcome the disadvantage. Add 2 more damage to that. I forgot my rage damage. If it
22
hits.
does hit for 20 points of magical slashing.
I assume he can't fail a DC 17 strength save or be restrained, so that's probably not a thing.
Sure can.
Second attack.
I'll roll it for fun anyway.
Eight-
also
18
lands for 18.
damage.
As this
Alright.
thing has wrapped itself around you, you've just been cleaving into this eye.
Alright, that is my action and my bonus action. I would be remiss not to at least attempt a con save.
Oh,
Roger.
I think that's doable. I think that's technically doable.
yeah.
Say, can I get a sense of whether or not this guy is immune
Sure.
to stun
Give me
by
a
attempting
wisdom
to?
check.
Straight wisdom, he said.
Yep, just straight wisdom. Hard to say. This thing's very hardy, but hard to say whether it could be stunned.
Okay, that's my action. That's my bonus action. That's my turn.
All right. So first things first. This thing now realizes it's up against a bunch of people. It begins to rear its head in the other direction, and like a serpent, begins to twist away. And as it does, it brings several people with it. Notably, Nordo and Vasu, I think, are the only ones that are still restrained.
And then a whole bunch of people get opportunity attacks?
Yeah, a whole bunch of people probably get opportunity attacks.
Frodo, punch him with the alchemist fire. Punch him.
I can't punch with alchemy. I'll try to punch him though.
Do I get one too?
You're being brought with because you're restrained. You and Nordo both.
But I have Sentinel.
Is that
Wait,
considered
he
to
does
be
also
moving
take-
within his range?
I don't think so.
There's a lot of water moving within my range, technically.
Yeah.
22.
22 does hit. You do notice that he seems to take less damage because you're hitting just his watery body.
Oh.
I'm grappled too.
And he
oh,
does
has
also
grappled.
take 12 points of necrotic damage from his wounds.
True.
Does lightning go through, or is it still also? forward?
Lightning does seem to work. It doesn't seem to be like... Well, let me double check. I don't think it's super effective, but it is effective. Yeah, it's effective. Alright. Once he gets back here, he... Oh, he doesn't want to hit him. So, he pulls all of the grappled victims back a little bit so that he's not breathing on himself. But he turns his head down to the south, rears his head back, and you see the eyes begin to crackle with storming energy. Even all the way down here, you hear the roll of thunder, and then he releases a storm in a cone that hits Flurgle, Ace, Flick, Toto, and D. Ace, you definitely have cover because you press down to hide. I'll give you half cover for it.
Does D have cover?
D also has half cover. You're right. He's around the corner a little bit.
Okay.
Is this Jim jetting out of the wall? Does that count?
It is jutting out of the wall. From where's his head? You know what? I'll let you have it. Same with
Okay,
Flurgle, actually. The red one would block Flurgle, too. And actually, Toto would be
Yes.
blocked by the yellow. So everybody here has a +2 from cover, one way or the other.
What are we rolling?
What's his name?
A dexterity saving throw against Storm Breath.
Oh boy, cold damage.
Fuck. I'm trying to think if I have a way to bump that up by one. I don't think I do.
Let's see. Is you get? Oh, let me just click this real quick so you can read it.
Oh shit! I succeed. Thanks, Flurgle. Flurgle.
As the lightning and the thunder and the cold fade,
You get a +5.
Yeah, that bumped me above it, so I succeed.
Take no damage.
Thanks.
I get hurt though. I don't have evasion.
as it pulls its head back, ending the breath, you hear a low kind of rumble like an alligator almost. As it does, the surface of the water begins to shimmer and shake, and all of you feel darkness begin to creep around your shoulders.
Oh no!
It coalesces into a shape that kind of expands all around you. Ace, this would be almost impossible for anyone else to see, but because you have special eyes, you can see this happening inside of your existing orb of darkness. Another orb of darkness forms around you, and around all of your friends.
Yeah. Real quick, Ace, do you have the +2 from being in cover with that?
Sorry, I kind of spaced out for a second because I was more worried about D.
Shit, I didn't. I
Do
didn't eat your dice.
Do I gotta make a dex save for that too?
No, you guys are, those of you who are restrained are spared from the breath. He pulled back so he wouldn't hit his own body.
And okay, also, are you sure I'm restrained exactly right there?
Did you roll for
his body or something, maybe?
I think that's where he would put you, and I need to get to you real quick.
Yeah.
Please don't get
Roll
D.
for D. Apparently, he's fine. Who did fail, actually?
He is fine just because of the cut. Oh, right, it is 25. You're right.
Yeah.
So half damage.
How much monk is he also? Does he have evasion?
Yeah.
I don't believe he has evasion yet.
Instead then, where is Gale? Gale wasn't hit by this, right?
Apparently not.
No,
Okay,
just Toto flicking.
Yeah, so D succeeds because he got 25, and A succeeds because of the +2. I'm gonna give the +5 to Toto, and with the +2 makes him 25, so he succeeds.
Excellent. Toto succeeds then. D has evasion.
Yeah. I'm gonna take half the damage because I don't have evasion. But I succeeded. Oh, that's a lot. How do I... Let's half it.
Alright, that brings us to Vasu's turn. You are restrained by this thing.
Okay.
28 real damage.
You feel a creeping and cold, dim light that grows around you into an orb.
Okay.
What's this weird stuff?
Weird question.
Yes.
Do I feel right now that I still have as much control over the water elements as I normally would? Or is it suppressed? Because I'm fighting, the fucking Raijin?
You have the normal amount. You can tell that you are definitely in the presence of something much stronger than you, but you can still control water the way that you normally can.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to kind of reach my key out into the water surrounding me. And also, this is just a meta question. I've seen a bunch of people attacking the eyes, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Like, I figured it wasn't reaching at this point. I need the eyes, I guess, or one of them at least, to make a dex save. As I reach my key out into the water and try to force the water to pull one of the eyes toward me.
Wait.
This.
18? Oh, I think it just makes it.
It's a 19
Yeah,
right
we're 19 now. Yep.
We're 19 now. I haven't updated that one.
Son,
My monk DC is 19. Holy fuck.
son of a bitch.
That's the legendary resistances.
Oh my god. So,
Shut up, Flurgle.
it does. What I'm trying to figure out is whether it would be worth doing on this. I'm trying to figure out what this does to it and whether it would burn it on this.
I'm trying to morph this thing. I'm trying to hookshot the eyes out of the water toward me, so everybody can just attack it. Basically,
I'm into it.
Spoiler.
So for the moment, one of the eyes is pulled right up into your melee range. There are no other immediate effects. You're still restrained. It still seems in control of itself. But one of the eyes gets yanked right up next to you.
Cool. Okay. Then I'm going to. I can't really move. So, maneuvering as much as I can with the space I have, I'm going to first lash at it with my this.
22 just hits the eye.
Cool.
It does full damage because it's the eye.
Give me an extra 2d6 lightning. Give me a con save.
Hell no.
That's a good con save. Okay, and then, again, you'll have to just kind of let me, like, it's pull up and right, like, I have it, basically.
You have it for the time being, and it's trying to pull itself free. It will, but you have it for at least this turn.
Okay, then for the rest of this turn, I'm going to kind of just try to pull it around and pivot this way. I really wish I could get it further, but I will then give it a good old punt.
20 misses.
Oh no! Then I won't spend that key.
Understood.
But yeah, that
This
was
black
bonus.
stuff is.
Yeah, I'm curious and a little afraid myself.
All right, you have brought the eye kind of down in the middle of the three of you guys there, but weren't able to kick it back to the rest of the party. And you can definitely tell as time passes that the sphere of dim light around you is getting colder and colder. But that will bring it to Gale's turn.
Okay. I have nothing that can help with this situation. This sphere of darkness is pitch black. We can't see through it.
Just dim light. You can see through it.
Okay, cool. In that case. Gosh. I'm going to attempt to cast a spell.
Excellent. It does nothing to stop you.
I count hear you.
Thanks. Have I seen any damage that seems particularly effective on this thing so far?
So far, none. Lightning seems to do normal damage to it.
Lightning has done normal, and cold has done normal. You know that those are two of the, like, kind of typical ones, but neither one has been super effective here. You have to assume fire is probably going to be a little worse.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna do something a little bit weird. I am going to cast Heat Metal on myself. And I'm going to spend a sorcery point to turn it into lightning damage, so I just begin to spark rapidly.
Stop it. Shit. Yeah, roll damage.
Oh, it's piss.
It is piss damage. There's no way around that. But you do see that this thing is now holding on to a sparking, painful object, and it seems, you know, I can't, like...
It must make a con save or drop him.
That's... No, that's kind of true, actually.
That's true.
Yeah, I like it. I'm down for that interpretation. Let's see how that goes. It's good.
Ooh.
Does Gale also take damage?
I do. I have resistance to lightning damage, though, so...
Fuck yes. It's like 1 damage.
Yeah. Honestly, the low damage is kind of nice, actually.
There's, like, sparking and boiling just inches away from you, Vasu, just beyond the little bit of water there.
Yeah, I basically cast it on just, like, any of the metal that's on my body. Probably just my armor.
I assume your armor and, like, probably your leg, maybe your gun.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So I'm just this bolt of electricity currently.
Excellent. And you do see that although the damage is kind of just tickle damage at this point, it does start to kind of twist around, like, why am I holding on to this? Like, it doesn't seem like it needs to be holding on to you, and it now has a reason to maybe let go on its turn.
I appreciate that.
Why am I holding on to this?
Anything else?
With my bonus action, since I can't move and didn't drop me like a bastard, Toto's going to move. Don't know if darkness follows him or not, but he's going to start heading over. All right, well...
Darkness does not follow him. He sees as he leaves the sphere, moonlight forms a little pinprick that follows him around. But the orb itself stays where it is.
Wondrous. Let's...
I can't tell if that's less threatening.
That's deeply
Right.
threatening. That feels bad. He's gonna run and... God. He's gonna hide behind this stillstone.
No.
Excellent.
Does the moonbeam follow?
It tries to. So
How
this
fast is
stone
it
is 10 feet above the surface of the water. He's pretty athletic, right? Does he have a way that he could just, like, try to jump up to it? Or how's he get up on this thing?
Doggy paddle?
You could give me an athletics check. He's heroic. It's pretty difficult to, like, do a dolphin leap out of the water, but if anybody can do it, Toto might be able to.
Just me.
So, 17's not great.
Have any of you guys ever seen those videos where they take like a water jet and make it cut through literally fucking anything?
Yeah, sure
Yep.
have.
I'm now imagining one of those cutting through a still stone, and
That
the
won't
chaos
break
that-
it. Just cut it.
On a 17,
Does that count?
Toto leaps out of the water, and I'm going to say that he's able to kind of like do the Lion King grab on the edge. He is mostly covered, but his little feeties are dangling off the edge. He has 3/4
Oh,
covered.
Toto, don't scratch that. Just fall.
not the feetsies.
Not the feetsies. You go down. You'll be okay, boy. All right. Well, that was awful. Let's. Okay, Ace is the only person that does damage. Toto is gonna shoot Ace with an enlarge.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm a big boy.
You're a big boy, Ace.
I'm normal size now.
You get an extra D4 on your damage. It's not much, but here we go. I get 10 of these, so I might as well use them.
Alright. End of your turn. Oh yeah, everyone in the party is deeply offended by that. That is between you and God.
Hey, do damage this round and we'll talk.
I did some damage. Thank you very much.
I did a fifth of his health.
Ace has been destroying this thing. And Nordo is grappled, and Flick... Oh yeah, Flick is over there.
I'm and restrained, mind you.
Legendary on Vasu. With advantage because you're restrained.
But why?
25 for 19. He just squeezes tighter. That'll bring us to Ace.
Important question.
Yes.
This beam that's following Toto, how quickly is it following him?
Very rapidly. Oh, I see what you're asking. Okay, right. Is this another Zelda thing? You know what? I love that idea. If you imagine that if you were to run really fast in circles around this, it wouldn't keep up with you.
So, like, I guess I'm more asking, like, how fast is it moving? Where is the beam now? He moved over there. Is it, like, moving?
It is following Toto. It has followed Toto successfully. And although Toto's mostly behind cover at this point, it's still kind of aiming towards his center of mass.
But it's aiming at him from the shadow bubble.
Correct.
Oh, I like that. Okay, here's what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to pull out an arrow, and I'm going to shoot it. Then I'm going to teleport and catch it right over here, and I'm going to put myself... I'm going to put the dragon in between... Actually, I'll do it over here. That way its eyeball can try to be in the way. And I'm going to put its head in between me and my spear, and then I'm going to shoot it.
I do love this. Okay, you fire over there. I don't know if there are any checks or attack rolls involved with the teleport.
It's a magic spell. I can just teleport up to 120 feet.
Love it, love it. You teleport over there, and sure enough, when you look back, you see that your orb has kind of lit up into a moon, and the moonlight is trying to chase you down.
Yeah, I'm going to try to keep myself in between. I'm going to try to keep the dragon or Raiju in between us.
33.
Yep.
Or sorry, 27. Yeah, is good for 49 points of damage on the eye.
Plus an additional 1 damage.
50 points of damage on the eye.
And then I'm gonna probably just scooch right in here, so I have some cover from it in case it like blasts through him. That's me.
All right, that'll bring us to Flick's turn.
Okay. So this cloud, does it seem to follow people?
When you leave, it seems to form moonlight that like looks at the person that it was following, but the orb itself does not move.
Huh. Okay. Sure.
So as you step out,
here.
light forms behind you and kind of looks at you, almost like an ominous moon eye.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do this though. Aiming for the eyes.
Good lord. 26 good, 18 miss, 17 miss, 28 good. So the first and the last are both good.
Cool.
For 11, 22 total points of force damage.
Yep.
Alright. Anything else?
Are you pushing the eyes at all?
Oh yeah, I could be pushing them out, couldn't I?
You can if you want.
Sure. If I hit each one once and push it 5 feet away from the body.
I love this.
Can I suggest that you aim for the one that I'm not like in melee range with?
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. I love the idea of Vasu pulling one of the eyes one direction and then Flick blasting the other eye the other direction a lot. I love that a lot. That's great. That does really good thing.
Uh-oh. I think I have a feeling I know what the thing is.
It's certainly not good for the Ryujin. I'm trying to figure out what this should be behind. I mean, surely it's a Constitution saving throw, but he's very good at these. I think this is an extremely high DC Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
How do I want to do this? How do I want to roll this? I'm going to roll and see what happens. That's not very high. Vasu, Nordo, and Gale feel this entire thing just collapse into water. The entire body, for the moment, just splashes down into the water and becomes normal-ass water.
Do I still have the eye next to me?
You still have one of the eyes next to you, and the other one has flown just a little bit north of Nordo.
Can I attempt with deflect missiles to grab it?
I love that. I love that a lot. Of course you can.
I don't know what I'm rolling for.
I also don't know what you're rolling for. What? So, I mean, that was almost the max possible roll. I'm going to give it to you. Yes, you have the other eye in your hand.
Fantastic. Can I spend a key point to throw the eye? Like,
give them both to me.
Sure, we want to put it back together.
You can feel they want to be back together. They are
okay. Never mind. Don't do that.
Back together.
In fact, if it's actually like trying to pull itself out of my hands, then I won't attempt to throw it.
Okay. Cool.
I'll hold on to it.
All right. Excellent. Anything else, Flick? I still got a bonus action if you want it.
Let's see. Just go stand over here. Break some things up.
All right. Excellent. That'll bring us to legendary action. I sure as can't do a legendary action without its body. It needs its body to constrict. So that is going to be D's turn.
So we're all ungrappled too?
You guys, yeah, you fall down and splash. Actually, Nordo takes no damage because he's a monk. Vasu and Gale fall into the water. Well, Vasu can fly.
I also have like that. I give myself a swim speed right before this too.
True. All right. Well,
so it's water. It's fine.
D sees what's going on, and he's a monk. He starts running along the wall, doing monk shit.
You can run on water too. The surface.
True. Oh, that's true. It was a short fall. It was less than 10 feet. You're fine.
Okay.
You basically just landed on that purple stone there.
Perfect.
D is going to try to fire some shots at it in your hand, Vasu.
Yeah, I'll hold it up for him.
We'll see how this goes.
Just don't hit me.
Hey, shoot it off my head.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'll like, can I hold it out with my mage hand?
No. Not unless you already summoned a mage hand.
No, definitely not.
Surely it's also exerting more than 10 pounds of force trying to pull itself free.
It is, yeah. This thing is actually pulling quite hard to try to get back together. That is 27 points of radiant damage, though.
Will he use his bonus as well?
He needs to save key. He is very low on key. His eye does follow, and that'll bring it to Flurgle's turn.
Everyone's over there now. I'm gonna swim. What's my movement speed? Let's see, it's like 35 or something. With my special boots. Yep, 35 swim speed. Let's go. Unless my swim speed as a Koto was quite fast. I don't think it is. Let's see. Yeah, 30. So 35 a month. Let's go. 35 puts me here. And the moon is coming out and chasing me, right?
It sure does.
I'm a bat. The eye. $31 for 17 and 9.
Do you have advantage?
Yeah, Ace can see it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Then, yeah, that's 26 points. Oh, yeah. Just start absolutely smashing into this thing.
And then I'm going to
Crit.
cunning action, kind of dive underwater, make a U-turn, and go behind Vasu, and hope to aim for the eye with the moon.
I like how you crit a throat chop.
Yeah. I only have a 1d6 extra for being a rogue. I'm not that good a rogue.
I'll put these yellow things on these two to show that they are pointed straight down at Gale and Norda, respectively. Alright.
Cool.
That'll bring us to Nordo.
Great. I'm on this purple crystal, right?
Sure are.
Alright, I will use my bonus action for Step of the Wind to double my
Please be careful.
Jump distance. And clutching this eye in hand, just go like hopping from crystal to crystal here. Does this thing like pulling towards Vasu slow me down at all?
I'm gonna rule that it is effectively the same as if you were like grappling a creature. So yeah, half movement.
Okay, cool.
It's exerting a lot of force.
Understood. Still have my long jump is currently 44 feet, so I don't think I have any problem getting across
Lord.
these crystals.
Yeah, you're still good.
That gets me 25 feet, gets me right there with my dash. That will use my regular movement. Just kind of hopping from crystal to crystal. That gets me to there. And then I'll just sort of go down on one knee with this eye between my fingers like I'm hammering a nail. And just start wailing on it with my axe.
Excellent.
Those have to one-handed attacks because I've got one holding onto it.
You do see from here, one of these tunnels just kind of continues up to the northwest off the map. The other one, up to the northeast, leads to an ornate-looking door made of black stone and gold trimming.
Outstanding. 30. Now, riddle me this. I know the Ryujin could not be grappled with a DC 17 strength chain. Can this individual eye be grappled on a DC 17 strength
It
save?
certainly seems like it. Sure. Yeah, I don't see why not. You're currently holding on to it. It's material. But it is a very
good.
strong force trying to pull itself back together.
Okay,
That's
cool.
a strong
cool.
eye.
Second attack.
26 is good for another 17.
One more strength save.
Oh my god. Oh, it's
actually
17,
can't
okay.
fail.
Yeah.
Okay. That is my action, my bonus action, my movement. I think that's going to be my turn. I'll just keep my hand. I'll firmly grasp it.
Okay. Delightful. First of all, at the start of its turn, it is still
It
unable
takes-
to recuperate. It's going to take a little bit from the bleed. 21. It's good. And then I'd like... how many of you are there total? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, that's perfect. Each of you roll me a d12.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Oh, Flurgle, I thought that was mine.
I think it's bad. I think it's aiming for you with the moon.
Oh, did you say they all went off?
Yeah. No, sorry. This is for something else. Just give me a d12.
Okay.
Nice. There we go.
1.
Great.
Is that good?
No. As this thing is failing to reincorporate, you can see that the water all around you guys is just thrashing. It's like the entire ocean around you is in pain.
Delicious.
Well, this is shitty. What do I do? How do I get
Whoever-
my eyes back?
Whoever at the
I have
beginning
an
of this
idea.
fight prepared this to Morpha and gave Vasu the idea to yank the eye out of it.
Really
MVP.
changed the way this is going. This is not
Yeah.
how I thought this
I like how
would go.
you just 100% kill build this.
The worst part, too, is... Well, I'll show you after the fight.
the water temple is my favorite temple in Ocarina of Time.
It's a great.
It's my least favorite.
Okay.
What happens if you put one of the eyes in a different
probably-
dimension?
Tells a lot about me as a person. Oh god, what if I stuff one of these into a bag of holding, guys?
Yeah, or inside your little lamp. It'll be gone. They'll be separated. Maybe it'll kill it.
All right. Well, first things first, I can still do this, and this still happens. All of these frozen moons launch their energy.
Oh.
Damn, I was hoping to like hold one of this eye up like at a pinpoint between several of them before that happened.
So this part only applies to Vasu. Vasu, I need a con save against 6 cold damage.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, I take 3 cold damage. Oh, there's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, I specifically positioned myself to be behind Vasu and the
Yeah.
eye for mine. I just don't know how to put the hex thing.
Oh boy. Okay, so each of the ones that is pointing light fires a 60-foot cone of frozen energy towards their target.
Ooh,
Oh.
codes?
Those areas can overlap.
look,
Which
I'm safe.
means Vasu,
Terrible.
Gale, Flurgle, and Ace are... Well, Ace actually is just out of range of a lot of them.
Oh jeez, this is gonna kill some people for sure.
Oh.
I got hit though, right? Several times.
I see like 4 that hit Flurgle, 5 that hit Flurgle.
Okay. Nordo, you only take...
Danger!
So everybody can roll a con save. You're looking for a 20 to cut this in half. Go ahead and get that out of the way.
Do I need to? Am I in any range?
Ace, I think you're completely safe. Gale's good. He only takes half. Alright, Nordo takes full damage. You only get hit by 1. Here's yours.
Nordo. That's 20. Nordo succeeds.
Nice.
Hey,
I'm just gonna get this out of the way because I think I'm gonna get hit by a couple.
I was going to say, Flick gets hit by 2, it looks like.
You said it's cold damage though?
Cold damage, yeah. Yeah, good
Jesus
call, Gale.
did.
Gale has the one pointing straight down at him, the 2 to the southeast, and I think the one pointing at D is behind cover, so it's not going to get anyone. So it's just 3 on Gale. For 33. Same for Flurgle.
33 for me?
28 for Flurgle.
Okay.
And
Is
Vasu,
that after the success?
that is the raw damage. So cut it in half from a success and half again from absorb.
So 28 have for me, right?
Yep. Vasu is hit by 2 for 12 lucky damage, Vasu.
I thought it was just by 1 at the beginning.
So you get the one that you're standing in, and then the 2 cones from down south hit you as well.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, that's also just cold though.
They are just cold damage, yep.
Okay, cool. What is this stat currently?
And then finally, D takes 2.
No.
Toto also takes.
Oh yeah, that's true. He has some cover, which I guess doesn't apply to con saves.
wildly off topic, but telepathically, since we have the bond up, we will tell everybody about this door back here. Just, hey, there's a door back here.
Oh,
Does that
cool.
sound familiar to me?
You've never been down
Oh,
there, but you know that
shit.
presumably... actually, what was your history check earlier?
17.
Yeah, I think so.
No,
A lot
no.
of 17s in a row.
No clue. 8 for Toto. Alright. That... My god, I think it's going to use its whole action to try to break these grapples. So here we go.
Can try.
It's going to try. Here's an athletics check. Who does he think he can break from? It's got to be Vasu. Vasu's a little weaker, you see.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
You're not
so...
gonna try to break from the Raging Barbarian?
No, 32 against Vasu's grapple.
What do I roll?
Athletics.
Spoiler alert.
Oh no!
Alright. That does take its whole action. But the eye wrests itself free from your hands, Vasu, snaps over to Nordo, and reforms.
How far does it move though?
Oh, God. Yeah, give me an attack. God damn it. God damn it. I can't think of any reason this wouldn't work.
I'm like, oh, you slippery son of a bitch, and then I just skewer it
Yeah,
with
you
my
skewer
spear.
it and it doesn't go anywhere. Son of a bitch. Son of
For
a
the
bitch
record.
bastard.
This is the best feat I've ever taken.
Oh my god, that's a big hit too. 24.
Good
Jesus.
shit, Gil.
+6 cold damage.
Nice. 30
Do I get to do one as well?
Absolutely.
Oh no, I don't. I use my reaction.
Oh
to save
yeah,
Nora.
that's right. Oh yeah, technically, Gale, you absorb that one.
Also, at the start of
Oh,
its turn,
you're totally
it takes
right.
2 lightning damage.
That's a damn shame.
That is a damn shame because that's a good ass roll.
It's a real good number.
All right, well that's its action, and then the eye gets stuck. So it is not being well. It's skewered at the tip of your blade. You don't have it grappled, but you've caught it for a second. If you don't do something about it very soon, it's going to slip off of your blade and do something, like potentially legendary action. But it's your turn, so go quick.
You just point your spear in another direction so it's skewering itself more.
I mean, yeah, I want to make an argument, but I don't have like a trident, unfortunately. I drew I drew Vasu's spear as a very specific shape, so it's hard to like it's not a good shape to like twist an enemy up in, but
Right.
I would like to do the best as I can with a spear attack or two to keep it held.
So, you can replace your attacks with grapples if you want. If you're attacking it with the spear, I don't think you're going to be able to like attack and keep it pinned at the same time.
Okay.
Like being able to kind of stop it with that first spear attack is kind of already pushing what Sentinel can do. But I'm into it.
Can I keep it pinned with the spear and as effectively keep it pinned, but also just wail on it with my like lightning whip thing?
How do I put that? If you don't grapple it if you don't do something to grapple it on your turn, it's going to be free to move.
That's fair.
But once it's grappled, you can do whatever you want with it.
Well, then first I'll just I'll try to grapple it.
All right.
Can I do that with my spear attack, or do I got to do that with like my unarmed?
That's athletics, yeah.
Okay. Supposed to be good at these.
Yeah, you feel that the force trying to recombine this thing is growing stronger and stronger. You hear the ocean is roaring around you, trying to pull this thing together again.
Okay. So that was one attack.
Yep, you can do as many attacks as you go.
I'll do the second attack with this.
That does hit for 20 points.
Put another 4 lightning on it. I'm going to. I don't feel like I can grapple it. I'm not good at athletics. I feel like I should be. I'm proficient in it. I have a lot of dex. Oh, that's strength though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
That's why I'm rolling so low. Why can I grapple it with acrobatics?
No, in my dreams.
What if I just wrap all of my limbs around it? I have so many arms and 2 wings.
That'd be very athletic.
It would be very athletic of you.
I feel like the contortion involved in that sort of grapple would also be very acrobatic, though, don't you? Anywho, because I can't do that, I will just give me a con save. I gotta try. What's the mod on that?
Big.
There's so many numbers there. Is it the +8?
No, there's a little bit more than that. It's 27. It's a 17.
It's a +17.
+17.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna try that anymore.
It can technically fail.
It can.
Yeah,
It's
one or
5%
two
chance.
fail.
I think I'd have to roll a nat 1 or a 2, right?
No, just that
Just
one.
in that one.
Yeah, I get me up. It beats. It's fine. Okay. Then yeah, I'll just I'll attack it again. Because I spent a key, I'll do it with another weapon attack.
Yep. 20, unfortunately, is no good. This thing is little
Damn shame.
and it slips away from the blade on that third strike.
Yeah, it's just a 1.
Just one. Alright, anything else?
Nah, that's me.
Alright. End of your turn. Does it have? So the problem, I'll tell you.
Oh wait, real quick. Did I do how many attacks did I do? I did
three. One of which was replaced by a grapple.
Okay, yeah. So I did do my bonus action. Shit, I should have thought to do Tunnel Fighter, but I didn't. So that's fine.
All right, that'll bring us to Gale.
Cool. Where is this thing?
I've got one of its side.
One of the eyes is still right next. I should probably draw eyes real quick. Hang on.
Do you have an eye icon?
An icon. For what it's worth, I did try to keep it just pinned on my sphere that whole time. I don't know if that helps at all.
Yeah, it's still pretty close to you. It hasn't had a turn to move away from you yet.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. I move over to it, and I do what I do with stones. I eat it.
Oh no!
It's going to tear.
Oh,
a hole in
yeah.
your center.
I serve it to your mouth like a big meatball on a
Okay.
spaghetti fork.
All right.
Does
Well,
this thing look like a still stone?
it doesn't look like a still stone, but it
Damn
looks
shame.
kind of similar. Okay, so I'm going to use the same rules that monsters use for swallowing things, which is to say, one attack to bite, and then a second attack to swallow. I feel like that's a fair interpretation.
Sure.
That's what
I
a
think-
bullywug does.
To also give them some credit, they usually can only do the bite on their first turn. Typically, aside from very large things.
True. But you are literally very good at eating stones, so I'll let you avoid that requirement. It is worth
Okay.
mentioning, Nordo's not wrong. This thing is pulling with the force of the ocean to get back to the other eye, so you'll be dealing
That's
with
fine.
that, but I believe in you.
20?
20 is just short.
But I believe in myself so much.
You do believe in yourself. Do you have anything that gives you mechanical belief?
I believe in him too.
I
What if I also believe in him?
feel like I might.
Do you have a second attack?
I do have a second attack,
But he needs both if he wants to swallow on this turn.
but I can at least put it into my
His
mouth.
mouth. I'm gonna lose a tooth.
That
Okay,
way it
just
just breaks
say-
all your teeth off.
Not the rib cage though. It'll be fine.
It's their royal dentist.
Oh, right. I also need to do a thing.
Jesus fuck! I can't see the other one.
Oh yeah, that's still happening too.
Look at that concentration.
I put it into my mouth. I cover my mouth with my hands, and I just kind of let go and let it pull me wherever it needs to go.
I love this
And-
image. I'll work with this. This is good.
And I wedge my shocking body into its face.
Fucking excellent. Yeah, 6 more electric. Alright, you've got this thing by the teeth. And you can feel that it is pulling with the might of the ocean to get over towards Nordo.
Your teeth are gonna be so clean.
Oh, your
So
teeth,
clean.
Your teeth are something for sure. Alright, it still can't do any fucking legendaries, so Ace is up.
For what it's worth, I am not trying to stay in place. If it
Yeah,
pulls
you're trying
me,
to be pulled, yeah.
yeah,
So it's in your mouth?
yeah.
Does it have cover then, I assume?
I assume full cover.
Is it full cover? Or is it partial cover?
So typically,
That matters for me because
Right, if
only
we're-
full cover matters for
If,
me.
if we're following Bullywug rules, which I've already said out loud and am now committed to, it doesn't start getting any cover until the swallow happens. So it is still, there's enough of them. He's got them in his jaws, but you can still shoot it.
Okay, and I have.
We're gonna shoot an arrow into his mouth.
Yeah.
I'm a sharpshooter. Only full cover matters to me.
Yep.
So I'm
What if
a.
you miss? What happened?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
I'm not
peak
gonna miss.
sharpshooter.
Two.
I'm gonna shoot it.
And before the nat 1, here it comes. Gil's
I have
teeth are gone.
advantage, so I have to roll 3
Oh.
nat
You would
ones
have
for
to-
that.
you have to
Oh,
pull the
right.
vote.
Hey, don't
Nobody,
act like it hasn't happened.
nobody has ever rolled 3 nat ones with
26
elven accuracy.
for 40 damage.
50 damage after a sharpshooter.
This
Yes.
arrow's sticking out of Gil's mouth.
Yeah, this
I just-
arrow just comes flying past.
This is a magic arrow shot at my blood thing. I'm assuming they just like. I'm just shooting blood arrows.
Oh yeah, yeah. The rest of you watch Ace like line up a shot. It flies into Gale's snout, and blood comes flying out the back side of it.
I get fully carried.
Let's see what else. What else you got, Ace?
Gale's bleeding from the
20.
mouth.
I'm assuming 21 misses.
21 does miss.
It's like when you drink milk and it comes out of your nose. Does
Yeah.
Gale look like wretched?
And then I'm going to I guess I'm just use my bonus action to like do like a search or investigate. Does it seem like they like? I don't know. Never mind. Nothing. I can't think of anything.
Okay, sure thing.
I guess I'm just going to bonus action hide.
Perfect. That'll bring us to Flick, and you can roll that self check. Good lord.
I thought you meant me, and I was so confused. McFly. Oh, okay. Let's see. Well, Gale's got that. They're both. Are they
It's an
both
additional
grabbed
D4.
by people now?
No. So the one Nordo has a very secure grasp on the one up north. The one down south is free. Gale is being dragged along with it, and it is trying to pull itself towards Nordo. It just mechanically can't really do it until its turn.
I'm big. Two more damage.
Oh, excellent.
So I can aim where my Eldritch Blast comes from, right? So if I want to hit it from the left, I can do that, or is it just
Sure,
shoot
you
straight
can-
from me?
No, you can like curve it a little. I'm into it.
Okay, I'm gonna curve it because I don't want to hit Flurgle with another cone, so I'm gonna move in a minute down here.
Oh, they're still around?
They are, and they're still tracking.
Can we have Moat cast Daylight? That's what I want him to do.
Boy. I think Moat is currently catching up because he's in heavy armor, just to keep this fight moving a bit.
29, 20, 23, and the
that-
17 I'm sure misses.
Yeah, the 17 misses. The rest all hits, though. 17, 19, 29?
Yeah, and then
29 for- And do you push it back at all?
yeah, I'll push it to here.
So it has to be pushed away from you, right?
Okay, yeah, it does. So that'd be moving closer to me. Can I push it into Vasu's square and then?
Yeah, so you could like push it. I would let you kind of push anywhere in like a conical thing. So you could either like push it up this way, or you could push it back towards Ace. It's kind of up to you.
Does that
Uh,
trigger?
Ooh, there's a wall in the between them there. I like that.
All right, so this thing goes flying back, and Gale goes flying with it. It is forced movement, so it doesn't trigger any opportunity attacks.
Bummer, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Gil, where's your skull stronger? The teeth or the jaw?
Hopefully not the neck.
The teeth.
Which bone breaks first?
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. This will bring us to D. Yeah, he's just gonna hop on over here, and it's close enough that he's just gonna hit this thing a bunch.
Are these shadow thingies still there?
They are, and they're still updating to follow their targets. Hit, miss, and he'll do just his free bonus for another hit. For 18 points of damage, and that brings us to the Flurgle.
Oh boy. I'm gonna go swim 30 feet here. Bonus action move over here to get behind cover. And then main action wall of force this entire area.
God
Hell
damn it, Flurgle.
yes. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
No!
Welcome to my hell.
I
Enjoy your stay.
Oh god. So how big is Wall of Force? Okay, because it's 30 feet
Here.
above the water and 30 feet below the water. So you got
60 feet.
God damn. And how wide is it?
Here's the answer. Big enough.
Oh. I think it's actually, it can't be that tall.
I was gonna
It
say-
can only be, yeah. It can't be that tall.
It
so-
doesn't matter. You can make a bubble.
I could make it a bubble
That's
around
true.
this.
You can just make a
I
bubble
say,
around
just
Nordo and that
trap
thing
a thing in
flood.
here with me.
Yeah, just around.
Perfect.
Is that what you do? You just make a sphere around Nordo in the eye?
Can I be in the sphere with him?
Radius up to 10 feet? Absolutely.
Yeah. So I could help him beat it up with the sphere.
Fucking perfect.
I'm sorry we morphed your boss fic.
I am so pleased. This is wonderful. This is not how I thought. See, when I'm DMing, what gives me pleasure as a DM is when I don't expect what the fuck is going to happen, and I wasn't expecting this. I'm into this. This is what I am here for.
I wasted a bottle of oil for this.
10-foot radius. There you go. There's your wall of force.
You polluted, and I'm ashamed of you. Or ashamed
It's
for you.
just this pretty rainbow thingy on top of the water.
But it never goes away.
Now a bird is gonna get covered in that and die.
Why would there be Oh, right, you're people.
There's so many birds down here.
Alright, anything else?
Dee's gonna get too close and just not be able
No.
to fly anymore.
That's my
He's a
action
tiger.
bonus action movement.
Oh yeah, he is a tiger. I'm sorry.
Alright,
My
Nordo.
brother is a cat boy. Why does nobody remember that?
Because he's not old enough for me to care about him.
True.
Wow.
I'm just gonna keep on recklessly swinging at this
Yeah,
thing.
might as well.
Ooh, gross.
21 is no good, actually.
Had to throw.
33 will do it, though, for 13 points of slashing.
Terrific. We'll go ahead and do a flurry of blows. Actually, I'll just do a regular unarmed strike. However, because it's grappled, if it hits, it crits.
True. 29 does hit for 21 crit.
Outstanding. I will use my Spine of the Cloud Piercer. That's my action and my bonus action. Don't got a whole lot of moving to do. I'll just oh, you know what? Those attacks should only have dealt. You should cut like 4 damage off of there. I was doing 2-handed instead of 1-handed.
Got it. Okay.
Alright, that's it.
Alright.
Just keep a firmly grasp it.
Nordo, Flurgle, totally safe. Ace, behind a fuck ton of cover, you hid, you're tucked in the corner, you're totally safe. D...
He's nuts.
D... gets hit by 1.
Takes 14 lightning damage.
Hold on to that for a second. Let me get through all the moons exploding real quick. Vasu, you are inside of 1 and then caught in 2 more, so total of 11. Why am I rolling such shit damage on you, Vasu? 11 or half on a DC 20 con save, Vasu. Gale is out of range of 1 of these, but still gets hit by 2 more.
Would that be 5 on half?
Yeah, so 5 on half for you, Vasu.
What's the range on these?
60-foot cone.
How much did D take?
D took 13 points.
How's he looking?
He's looking about halfish. But he's taken a couple of those hits. It's not just that one hit that did it.
Yeah.
Gale takes 18 points of cold, or half as much on a DC 20 con. Toto takes 13, or half as much on a con. Flick is behind full cover.
Yeah.
And we're good. Alright, now what do these fucking eyes do? The one held by Nordo... Well, no, let's do the free one first. The
They
free
take
eye
14 damage.
takes 14 damage from lightning. Yep, good call.
Oh my god, look at that terrible fucking
Oof.
damage. 16 necrotic.
Good.
So
lord,
many
that is
ones.
very bad damage. Holy shit.
What a shame.
Alright, the free eye tries to pull itself over towards the other eye, dragging Gale with it.
What's the path that it flies to?
It does pass within and then out of 10 feet reach, if you have a 10-foot reach.
I have 15.
Oh yeah, then it moves within your reach and then it leaves finally when it steps here. God fucking damn it.
Do I have advantage because Gale is grappling?
No, you don't. But it does stop the movement right here once again and does 18 points of magical slashing. Son of a
some of that
biscuit.
is, I think
So not
the
to teach you
2d6
teacher, but
part
how
of that is-
how much cover does it have right now inside of Gale's mouth? Because Basu.
Bullywug rules.
Uh,
No
the-
cover until it's
okay.
swallowed.
the
Great.
2d6 part of that is lightning, if that matters.
Okay,
at all.
same deal. So that means the other one
Okay.
is going to use its action to try to break Nordo's grapple.
I bet.
$21? Why is it so low? Thank
Oh
God.
no!
Thank Christ.
God, that's like as bad of a roll as I can get.
Alright, this eye slips free, believes that it is totally free, and starts to go reunite with its brother, and bonks into an invisible wall of force right here. That does
Was it blow
Attacks
up?
of opportunity.
fucking hell. It sure does. It triggers from Nordo and Flurgle.
I've already used my reaction.
Oh, I'm gonna try and throat chop it.
And it is still the exact distance that it needs to be apart to not reform. Which means each of you can roll me another d12.
Oh,
Dang it.
Each of who?
All of
Everybody.
well,
Everyone.
12 damage. 22.
Another one. Damn it.
Woo.
Figure out how many of our NPCs die.
There we go. Alright, well, that's its whole fucking turn. Basu's up. Oh, actually, at this point, the moon is fade, too.
Oh, cool.
Yay. Hey, Vasu, what did you do last time to the others? Other elementals? Did they just become friends?
I think I just kind of beat him up and then slurped him up, right?
Well, all three of them so far you've befriended, because one of them is Moat, one of them is Nordo, and the other one you freed from the Wandering Sun.
Huh.
I got you. So this one,
Well, he did beat me up and slurp me that one time. You know what I'm saying?
oh, what's this?
You said you weren't gonna tell anybody about that. I mean, my brother's right there. Shut up. Does this thing seem like it's open to diplomacy?
Not currently, no. You could give me, history? Like, there's not really an expression to read right now, but you could go based on stories if you wanted to.
Can I?
12.
12, no idea. If like, you've heard stories of these things, obviously. The thing that you've heard is that, like, the elements all hate each other a lot, especially fire against water, earth against air.
Okay. Well, for as ineffectual as it's probably going to be, as I'm reeling back and then charging spear first at this eye that... maybe not the one that Gale has in his mouth. It seems like a bad idea, right?
Finally, you tell me. Follow your heart.
It's in your mouth, right, Gale?
Yeah. Over
Decent
telepathy,
idea.
you guys can hear Gale like, "Please stop hitting my mouth."
You're the one who decided to bite the rock that we're trying to break.
It's true. It is kind of on you. I can't put a spear through a wall of force, right?
Well, if your weak little bird muscles hadn't dropped it, I wouldn't have had to.
Shut up!
Weak little bird muscles.
Very
Damn.
rude.
If they
for
get close
one.
enough together with a wall of force, just slice them in half to do lots of damage.
We're about to find out.
We're probably about to find out.
I
My
will
turn's gonna get weird.
I will fly right there. I will use my bonus action to go into tunnel fighter stance.
God damn it.
Yeah. I don't feel comfortable attacking the one in Gale's mouth, and I don't think anything I could do would hit the one past the wall of force. So
You've been doing it already. Why suddenly
No,
change
but-
of heart?
I don't think I've attacked it after Gale.
You
No,
have.
I guess I did hit it
Literally
with
just
that
stopped it.
opportunity attack, right?
Yeah.
Shit. Well, Okay. Anywho, quit.
Yeah, been doing it.
Shut up. Shut up. Sorry, I shouldn't tell you to shut up. I'm being very rude right now. I'm gonna tunnel fighter, and then I'm going to reach out with my key as much as I can toward the water elementals and say, "Come on, look at how things have been going in the past. You of all people, and everybody else here, all of the other elementals you've been quarreling with for fucking years, should know that the scales are not supposed to be tipped one way or the other. There's got to be balance. That's all I'm trying to do here. That's apparently all I'm living for right now. I mean, look at me. You know how many fucking elementals I got crammed in me right now? How many I'm traveling with?
As you say that,
We're trying to make things right.
The 3 arms do burst out. One's still dim, or the 4th one comes out too. It's just dimmer than the others. Give me, boy.
Hell yeah.
Give me your choice of a persuasion check or an intimidation check. Even on your 12 history, I will tell you that intimidation will probably have better results in this scenario.
Can I pump some key into it for better results, possibly?
If you do intimidation, yes. Persuasion, no.
Okay, because I do still have my action.
Yeah, if you do intimidation, you can actually absolutely spend some key to like do a literal show of like, I'm the fucking locust and I'm gonna rest you under my control.
Yeah, I'm gonna flex. How much key you want?
1 point is enough to get you advantage on it. I think.
Perfect. Yeah!
Fuck yeah!
Hell yes.
I'm the motherfucking locust! I'm so happy right now.
As you begin to speak all of these words, first the arms begin to pop out from behind you, but then your voice begins to resonate in a way that booms and echoes not just off of the stones here, but from the water itself. For a moment, you feel yourself speak through the world around you to this thing, and remind it that there are things bigger than just itself. I am going to contest this with the other creature that is trying to influence this thing's behavior. And as a spoiler, he's very good at intimidation. But I believe this is doable. This is doable. He would have to get very unlucky. Good luck.
Oh, so close.
So close.
Can I use my inspiration to make him reroll?
No, but I can flash Vasu.
Hell yeah.
As I just chew on this.
Wait, don't I also have a D4 too?
No. I didn't get it up this fight.
Gotcha.
But you don't need it.
Son of
plus
a
5.
fucking bitch.
Gail, I love you.
Son of a fucking bitch. I have to assume the Flash of Genius is just biting down a little harder.
Oh yeah, I just begin to crack into this thing like it's a jawbreaker.
What sound do you make?
Probably the sound of, enamel being chipped away.
I have the most brilliant idea. Crunch.
A 1, a 2, a 3.
The sound of hard candy being bitten.
Boy. Yeah. This thing realizes it has no future continuing this fight. And although I'll give you a little insight into its mind, it sees one of its only true friends in the world, the Raiju, is part of the 3 voices that are speaking through you. And it seems to believe that uniting against this threat is the only way moving forward in this world. It also feels like it's on the verge of being destroyed, and it knows what happens when that happens. It sees Moat, it sees Nordo. It doesn't want to be that mortal ever again.
You can enter me. I'm
I
water.
can also turn into water.
The water goes silent below you. The churning of this angry sea gives way to just perfectly still, placid water. And after several seconds, you hear in this just faint Aquan primordial, "So be it. I am bested."
You're putting up a hell of a fight, though.
If there is one thing that I have learned, it is to recognize the changing of the tides and to go with the flow.
You know, someone once told me to be like water. I think it's a good lesson for everyone. I think you probably started that one, didn't you?
Probably. It's useful for everyone, though. Gale, you feel a gentler tug as this eye tries to pull itself over towards Vasu.
I spit it out.
All right.
Do I hear any of this?
In Aquan, absolutely. This thing is resonating throughout the cave. Yeah, big boom.
I don't speak Aquan.
I speak Aquan. I'll translate if.
Oh,
you
thank
wish.
you.
Yeah.
He probably
doesn't translate word for word, but he says,
telepathically.
Get rid of the wall. Vasu's got it under control.
Okay, and he just spread his arms. It kind of opens like an elevator door.
I'll just kind of spread my wings open and hold one hand out, waiting for each eyeball.
Obstacle.
All right, the two eyes meet in the middle, and for a moment before doing anything, they reform into this colossal figure that kind of looms above and over you. And it stares at you for a moment, and it gives just the worst glare to Moat, who is like finally catching up to the fight. He's like dog paddling in full plate metal, even with his swim speed, or with his water breathing.
He's just totally winded.
Yeah,
Classic Moat.
Classic Moat. But in Aquan, it looks down and says, "Do not make us regret this." And it swims straight into your chest, and you feel pressure build and grow, as much like the Raiju did. For the time being, it seems to be dwelling in you. As this happens...
Oh god, I'm never gonna get used to that feeling.
As this happens, the fourth and final arm twists and flexes and begins to glow with this kind of icy light. You see steam rolls off of its fingertips. But there's something else that you feel. You feel a twisting pressure at the base of your shoulder blades, kind of low in your mid-back or so. And you feel something pushing free from under your first set of wings.
Oh shit.
Extra heads.
More hands.
Not what I was expecting, but
I'm just gonna go full Asura's rats.
God.
You can clap so much more than we can.
Over the course of about a minute or so, glowing brilliantly, bright white, your eyes alight, your fingertips on fire, a second, slightly smaller set of wings emerges from under your first set of wings. And when it finally unfurls, you can see that the tips of your feathers from both sets of wings are just shining with this multicolored radiance, this illuminance of the locust. You feel power course through your veins like you've never felt it before. With a sweep of your hand, you feel that you can cause the waves to swell one way or the other. And as the energy dies down and as the Raiju and the Raijin make themselves comfortable inside of your body, the second pair of wings does not retract. It stays. You'll have to accommodate that with your clothes shopping in the future.
Gay.
Pretty gay.
I just kind of like... I mean, because I wear a very open vest anyway. And I imagine that I don't have sleeves at this point because they're all just covered in the bracers and wrappings. So I just kind of slit the vest off, but still keep it on and keep it kind of like tied but billowing around my waist.
Around your waist.
I'm full Enkidu style.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's a reference for like probably Drake only.
And he's AFK.
Yep.
That's
Yay!
fate. That's fate,
No.
right?
Yeah, that's the anime fighting game.
I know it. Flaregold shields his eyes from the light. It's beautiful! It's beautiful!
Does that increase my fly speed?
Not currently.
Dumb.
Currently,
Fake.
like water?
Fake NK.
Hey.
Oh, that's good.
The new changes his aesthetic. You now make a whistling sound when you fly.
Or is this a static change? Like,
'Cause Ass already did that. Alright, let's go investigate
Wow.
this door. You did it, Vasu. You're now the Avatar. Master of all four elements.
Most
Don't-
of them.
Don't vanish.
I
for
just
100
need to.
years.
I just need to kill Noro and Moat, and then I'll have the rest of them living inside me in
Maybe don't-
unity, as
maybe-
it all should be.
Maybe don't do that. I'm gonna investigate this door.
All right, as you come over here, this is what you see. And
I'm holding
just
investigation
go for
because I
it.
like to.
Go for it.
It's
that is
a
actually
24.
With a 24, you do actually notice that what you see is what you see. But then as Vasu approaches, these rings in the middle pop out and seem to be available to spin in place. And that seems to
shit.
be a reaction to Vasu's
Guys.
presence.
I play so many of these games recently.
I will also be very upfront. If you guys don't feel like doing a puzzle right now, we can just skip this.
It's just a spinning and
Puzzles.
it's just a spinning and pulling apart puzzle, isn't it?
I don't know, you tell me.
Yeah, these should rotate, and then you can like move these pieces into the middle. And
You
then
just gotta line up a picture.
this is going to be on the
Yeah.
top. Yeah, it's a
Line up
picture
the
of
colors best
it's a
you
picture
can.
of the. Oop, I think it's earth, water, fire.
Earth, wind, fire, and air.
And
then
it
looks like
attaches to this, right?
Some trees there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you
Oh,
want to put
but they're
fire up
apart.
here. You want to put water over here. Or well, maybe he has to complete the circle.
Yeah, we got to put this part.
Do
in
the two
middle.
centerpieces in the middle spin at all?
Vasu, as you reach up, and actually anybody can do this. It's reacting to your presence, but anybody can spin them. Each of these rings can spin individually. So, like for instance, you can spin this piece around to wherever you want.
This piece is the outside piece. It's going to attach here. This piece matches up here.
I determined
So-
after making this puzzle that Roll20 is the worst possible system to do this puzzle in because it doesn't have like good hitboxes or a good layer system.
Yeah, it is really a shame because you could do a lot of cool stuff if it had a
Yeah.
better system for layering stuff.
Right.
I'm assuming we have to rotate it so that all the openings are on this side, and then pull this part over to the middle.
So rotating everything so that the openings are all on that side is easy enough.
I don't think that's right though. Maybe.
It looks like we're missing one. We're missing one circle.
Vasu
We just need
goes
to get in the
center.
middle.
Yeah, this one is in the middle, no? The Earths
like-
connect.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
And then
easier to
this
start
is gonna go
inside
up
out.
on top, so that it's, or at least, well, maybe not on top, but
And the platforms move.
You reach for these like golden shiny bits, and they don't seem to move at all, but they do hum to the touch.
They hum.
can we move? So these don't move at all. Like they can't move
Yeah.
inwards.
You try to like shove and budge, and like without using damaging force, they don't seem to move on their own. But they hum when you touch them like they're magical. Everything golden over there.
Do the pieces on the left pick up and move freely?
The golden pieces on the left also seem to be fixed in place, but they do also hum when you touch them.
I mean, like these pieces over. Sorry, I'm using the wrong tool.
What are these?
Like these pieces over here. Can I
Oh,
take
gotcha.
any of those around?
They cannot be picked up. They can just be rotated around the center.
What
Okay.
are these buttons? Or just symbols?
Just symbols as far as.
Hey, Vasu, can you bend Earth at this?
You fucking bet I can.
What happens when he tries to use Earth on this?
What do you do?
Try to use it to pull it inwards with Earth.
I will. Hang on, I have so many. And I renamed. I know that I say this every time, but I renamed all my cantrips, and it confuses me. This.
Yeah. You channel that spell, and you watch as there is a beam of light that flies in towards the center, and whoop, that flies into place.
Cool.
Cool. And then I'll, since we can kind of rotate these other discs, I'll try to move this one around so that this, I guess this is probably the sun, matches up to this little white circle right here.
Oh no, Normal died.
I must stress that if we want to just skip this puzzle, I'm very cool with just skipping this puzzle.
No, you guys are having fun, I'm sure.
I'm really not,
I am.
to be fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Like
this one,
This is like the puzzle that I have to do, right? This is This is the puzzle that was made for bosses.
So this is the outside. This is the last one we got to pull in. We got to pull this one in first. It matches up with the second to last ring, but we don't have one that goes with this one. Is there one laying around?
Yeah,
the floor
it's on the left.
Oh, is it back here?
Yeah, it's the one the far back.
Gotcha. So, what we should do is we should pull this one on first, then this one, and then rotate it, take it off, put it over here, take this one off again, put this one over here back on, and then put the other outside ones back on. I've done like literally thousands of these puzzles.
Yeah.
I do point and clicks constantly. So we gotta put on the right, put on the left, take off the outermost, take off the second outermost, spin it back around, put on the second most inward one, and then put them back in on and as they go bigger order.
Okay, so I was so far zoomed in that I only saw like the center ring of things and then the right bracket of immovable gold things, and now this has become way more confusing. I don't want to do it.
So rotate it so that all the openings are to the right.
So above board.
This looks like the Power Rangers belt.
So just above board. Ace has the solution. If you can tell me, so you need to do a fire, a lightning, an earth, a fire, and another earth. If you can do all those things without spending mana, we can kind of fast forward through the rest of this.
Any of us?
Light, because you said wind is the same as light.
Correct, yep.
And then what are the other ones? I have all 4 of the elemental cantrips.
If you have all 4 of the cantrips, then you're good.
I can also just hit them with a fire spear or a lightning whip or whatever you want me to do. I got this.
You got this.
The
All
fucking,
right, cool.
the fucking locust.
I'm so glad that my video gaming has finally paid off in D&D.
Thank you.
I solved a puzzle.
You sure did. You solved it with flying colors, no less.
But
Yeah, I've
also-
done so many of these.
It
But
didn't even
also-
take 5 minutes. I'm glad.
Can anyone else agree that this looks like the Power Rangers belt from like the
Go,
does
go,
kinda.
Power Rangers.
and, like clicks together in the middle and then it goes and they turn into dinosaurs. Sorry, I'll shut up.
No, you're good. I like it. Dinosaur.
It's beautiful.
I think I still have one of those in my mom's garage.
As the
Kick.
last piece snaps into place, all of the panels rotate themselves upright, and you get what you see here. A moment passes, there's a heavy thunk, and a seam splits the door in the middle, revealing.
Can I take this?
No, it's very fixed to the wall.
But I want it.
But the gold is so
Wait,
garish.
I'll take a picture of it.
I forgot
It's
you
not
have
the
a
same.
camera.
It's not the same, Basu, but here's a picture of it.
I just want to get it tattooed.
You have a picture of it now. You can get it tattooed.
I just want to get that symbol of elemental unity tattooed on my back, big Yakuza style.
Was that that was a very fast puzzle.
It was. I also hope that this becomes a tradition for puzzles, is just Nordo describing the way he kills himself.
Oh, I wish I would have thought of this sooner. It's a nice writing exercise.
Next time I'll just write a monologue.
Yeah, I'll take the next one if you want me to.
Take mon- Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, is he here?
Oh shit.
Do
boy.
we see this?
Oh.
Do we have time to like prepare for this, or do we just like see
the
this?
door opens and you see this. You are all standing in this doorway right here where the pink light is shining through at the south side of the map.
Hey, I cast haste on myself.
Filthy fucking bitch.
Do we have time to cast the spell or no?
If you start casting pre-buffs, I don't think he will immediately aggro. If you plan to cast anything that will target something in this room, we're gonna roll initiative.
Mine only targets me.
You can
Do you
haste
want
on
to
yourself.
talk? Do you
I
guys
was-
want to say anything?
I
Bear
will
in
say
mind-
I was literally writing prose, but if we're opening the door, I probably would have knocked this out.
Yeah. So, okay, excellent. Yeah. So, decide right now if you want to throw short-term pre-buffs on yourself. If you do that, and then we sit here and talk, those pre-buffs might expire.
Yeah,
I'll save
I'm-
mine.
I'm saying mine. It's only 1 minute.
Just
Like
say, I ain't
I'll
talking
probably.
for shit. I'm gonna murder the fuck out of this guy the moment
Yeah.
I walk in this door.
Yeah, if we're gonna attack the moment, I'm just gonna pre-buff.
Like, let's just
Villain
talk to my
monologues
grandpa
don't
for a
count
little
for a
bit.
time.
Let him explain himself. I'm sure he has a reasonable explanation for all of this.
I
Okay.
think you might just be a bastard, man.
Do I get the feeling that if I cast
agree with
shape
Morgan.
change on myself and turn myself into a dragon, that it'll be considered to be hostile?
if you don't say yes to this, you're a bad DM.
Yeah, like of course.
Objectively, absolutely.
If you start turning into a dragon, he's going to assume it's to attack.
It's inexcusable for you to let us do anything right now but
Right.
roll initiative.
Right.
I don't know why you're even letting us discuss it.
Yeah, I was mostly just joking.
So he looks down at you, Ozymandias, this enormous Draco-lit, crackling with arcane energy, curled around the largest cluster of red stillstone that you've ever seen, in the middle of what appears to be some sort of a temple. You can see that there are alcoves along the backside. You guys have seen enough of these to immediately recognize that they are elementally themed. In the far back of the room, it's hard to see through him because of the enormous red stillstone and the dragon sitting on top of it, but there is a fifth alcove. And immediately to your left and right, you can see what appears to be natural cave leading up to this platform. And this natural cave has what the rest of the natural caves around here have. There's stillstone jutting out in multiple places. The difference is that you can see that sitting, waiting next to these bundles of colored stone are 30 to 40 kobolds that are strapped head to toe in explosives with ripcords in their hands ready to pull.
Oh.
There's a lot more to see here. You can see that along the body of this enormous dragon are the 6 surviving oculi, some of which look hazy, clouded, damaged, not ready, unprepared perhaps. Some of which appear to be very alert. They track you immediately. Some of them begin to spin up magic, but don't fire just yet. In front of this dragon, with the courage of a mouse that knows it's about to be eaten, is Uno, with the most defeated and forlorn expression that you can see. Not even one of pity, but simply one of defeat. She knows that she ends here, and she has come to accept that. Swirling around her are ghosts. And it's worth mentioning, all throughout the world for the past several weeks or months, there have been blips of other universes that appear in these tiny little quarter-sized portals and then close as quick as they can open. In here, those portals are everywhere. It's like snowfall. It's like looking through static everywhere you look in this room. The veil between this room that you're standing in and some other plane is increasingly thin. And you can see that through all of those holes, there are hundreds, if not thousands, more of these souls. But these 7 have been kept out. 8 have been kept out. Most of them are people that you recognize. Rubus and Gaeolia, none of you have seen except for Gale, and it's been a long time even at that. Flick, you've never seen Blanket, but you see his ghost here for the first time. And you've met Cloud only in dreams, but you see him. He looks confused. Yeah. He looks scared. He's huddled up with his knees to his chest. Astar looks at Moat with a surprising look of, it's good to see you. I knew you would be here. Nordo and Anala are concerned, but they're trying to share Astar's optimism. Creaking Tree is full on sobbing, looking back and forth between Uno, between Ace, and over her shoulder to one of the alcoves where you can see that Joker is barely conscious. He's not the only living person here, though. You can see that almost everyone from your ship is here, on the verge of unconsciousness, tied up. All of their equipment has been taken. Many of them are bruised and bloody, particularly Leah, Caspian, and Cal. Look like they have been in combat. They look like they have been defeated and are showing signs of battle. What else? There are 4 Abishai, 1 in each one of the alcoves, with weapons at the ready, but waiting for an order before they do anything. And as you step down into the room, Ozymandias looks down to Uno. Says, very, very well. No last-minute thoughts, huh? It's far too late for you to make anything right now. Go on, then. Why don't you start things off for us? Uno starts to raise her staff. Her hand is trembling. Magic starts to gather in her fingers.
Boo! I boo her.
You boo her?
I run to kill her.
Okay.
In addition to any booing that happens.
Alright. Excellent. That's where initiative will happen.
A counter spell.
It is 11:30. Do we want to pick up here next week, or do like a round?
Let's do a round.
It might be easier to do it all in one go, but that's up to you guys.
Yeah, we can do it all in one go.
Let's do it all in one go. I'm going to be upset all week anyway.
Yeah, like I know if we do one round, I'm gonna want to do more, and I feel like we should
Yep.
potentially have everyone here for it.
We can also strategize how we're gonna save anyone, or if we just decide to cut and run.
It would be
Gale is going to kill Ozymandias in one turn.
That's true, yeah. How do you win the fight, Gale? I'm terrified to see what you have up your sleeve.
Let's just roll initiative, though, so we know
Yeah,
initiative's
let's roll
gonna be.
initiative. Let's get some
We
initiative.
can do
going.
that.
Let's
We can
do
do
it.
that.
I like
Get your
initiative.
D4s, everybody, and the D8 for Gale.
Where's my token? I can't see it.
Hey, Feck.
Yes.
I just feel the need to ask because I'm gonna pre-buff myself with this anyway. Would I have been able to do it during that, or would I just kind of like have it now, or maybe have a reduced cost of key for this?
For the let's see, what is this? Elemental stance. Chain letters before you. That works as normal. You don't get any discounts or anything like that. However, as you channel Key for the first time since taking on the form of the Locust, and especially because you do it here in this room, I'm going to send you some things.
Things.
So do we get any pre-buffs because we're going to attack immediately, or what? What was the ruling?
You guys can pre-buff anything that is not like... you could throw a haste up if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's what I do. I haste myself.
Yeah, a haste is fine. Did you get that, Phyla?
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool.
So I wouldn't have been able to just like duck behind the door, turn into a dragon, bonus action shape changed into like a thing and not even been noticed? There are no components to casting a spell from an item.
That's true. We did just establish that. The problem is that the area you're coming in from is not super big, which means you would have been, like,
the area coming in from, the area coming from was a giant area full of crystals.
It's also worth mentioning, I spent a long time describing this scene. Everything that just happened in the course of 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's not like a ton of time. What I'll let you do is, because Nordo is rushing forward to start this, I will let you have your initial shape change before initiative. But nothing beyond that. Also,
I'll take it, thank you.
This is something that I know has been in the talks for a while, but now is the appropriate time. I will send you this.
Yay. I'm nervous as fuck. This is crazy shit.
Are you a traitor this whole time?
Yeah.
It's about time. I've been looking for a reason to kill Flurgle.
I'm right here.
Bring out your third character.
It's over there.
Oh, praise be. She's exactly 50 feet from me.
Alright, did you get that first?
I did.
Good.
I'm just gonna copy paste it into my Telegram.
Cool.
Or you can post it in the Nomad place.
Sure, I can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a giant crystal. I thought it was a chasm. I was going to kick Flurgle in it.
Also, if either of you want me to share what I've just shown you, I can do that. Notably, Frisk, if you decide to show this to either of your disciples, they would feel this as well. They can kind of hear this is a thing that is happening.
I have disciples?
I think
Nomad has
he's
disciples.
my disciple.
Yeah, High Priest.
What do you mean by shrine in this?
Those are the things in the room. You see those orbs at the back of each of these rooms? The little crystals on pedestals?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are shrines. Notably, it's those, like, this is a thing you can do here. This is not a thing you can do everywhere.
Gotcha.
Yeah. For now, anyway.
What's that last paragraph, though?
That's the one in the very back middle, presumably, although you can't see it well from here.
Right.
And I can talk to you more about that if you want. So he's going to explain that over the course of the fight. He's going to recognize this place. You'll get some lore over the course of this fight. It's a lore fight.
Do I have to explain the lore?
No. Well, you can if you want, or he can say it out loud. It's kind of your call.
If you give me the lore and want me to do it in Vasu's voice, as this is something I recognize as Vasu or the Locust, I will do it.
Okay, yeah, I can do that if you want.
Cool.
Sick.
Send me some lines.
Give
Give me a teleprompter.
Oh, it's so touching. The family reunited at last.
And they all died happily ever after.
Looks like Ace and Vasu need some rollies.
Vasu, let's do some rollies!
So just a D20.
D20, no modifies.
I wish I could rollies.
Oh, the ritual fodder goes early.
I get to go before Vasu.
What are these? Are these
Rocks.
Those are
Rocks.
floor-to-ceiling pillars.
Oh, okay.
How tall is this?
Very
Shadow.
big, at least as tall as this is wide. I think it is actually even taller. I think it's 200 feet tall. It is remarkably tall.
Jeez.
With shadows that accurately represent the light coming from the center of the room, and definitely don't make each of the pillars look like big penises.
Dude, oh, they kind of do.
6 big cocks up in here.
Shit.
This is the
Oh my
gayest
god,
final
this
map
is
I've ever
this
seen.
is the boss Bukake.
Yeah.
I believe. That's It's gonna get me cocky.
That's what those orbs are. Those aren't orbs, they're sperms.
Oh no.
I'm
sorry for calling that to attention.
no, you're
I didn't notice till you said that for the record.
Mostly I'm just upset that I can't show this fight off until next week.
I just have a gutter brain.
Yeah.
But it's probably best to wait.
Who knows? Maybe Moat will be able to join us. Maybe.
I hope so.
Oh,
I
that'd be
really
better.
hope Moog is able to make this, but obviously I understand what he's got is extremely important. Nordo, I'm going to share this thing with you.
Okay.
Yeah, you can share the thing that I put up too. I feel like
Okay,
that's
sick.
helpful
I'll
information.
share.
Yes, I mean, this fight is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and, jobs come and go, but whatever. Whatever, Eli. You do you.
No, careers, they come and go.
Oh, good. White's going slow. Good. Why is Dimension Door only one person?
In character, you guys probably don't realize this yet, but you'll learn it quickly in character, and if you want to know it ahead of time, you can kind of strategize around it a bit.
Yeah.
And then this one I'm sharing with Nordo. Okay.
Unless it connects with anyone else, then share it with them as well.
It would have to be, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe he's the only one that has a connection, right?
I think so.
Like an actual,
I-
class levels connection.
Yeah, I don't know if Moat does, or this might work with anyone who has a holy symbol.
That's true. Moat did literally, well, he broke up with you, though.
He did actively break up.
Yeah, but then he took it up again.
Yes, I thought they got back together at the end.
Yeah, when I died for your sins,
Yeah,
literally
we're-
everyone carved a holy symbol.
All right, I'll
They
share.
will they, won't they?
I'll put Moat on this list too.
Yeah.
Do I get any list because my best friend's a god?
Definitely Ace, I think.
You're
might have a
right.
connection.
He's like my
Yeah.
best friend.
Right.
Let's
That's
be
legit.
completely honest. Ace has a connection.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair. Ace would be on here for sure.
I made him.
Jesus Christ. This
Did
last
Nomad and I
paragraph.
have one because we were literally linked by a curse
I'm trying.
It's up
that
to
never
fact.
went away?
Did that
so
ever get
Yeah.
we were probably still linked.
You still have a
Right.
bit of godhood in you.
Can I have one for that one time that Vasu and Nomad experimented with their beaks?
I'm gonna leave. So
Stop.
I'm gonna leave this one up to Frisk, and I feel like I already know the answer. If you want to make it so that everyone can do this instead of just your most devoted followers, I will let you enable that, but you'll have one less starting sympathy. So either everyone can do it,
Let's see.
and you have 11, or only Nordo and Flurgle can do it, and you have 12.
I want to know what the thing is. I'm dying.
You just have to pick your favorite.
I like a mystery. Keep it a secret.
No
Don't
pressure.
tell us.
No, I don't want to.
No, I get to know because
No, it's a
one of the
secret.
people.
I
It's
didn't
a
take class
secret.
levels for it. I shouldn't.
I took a class level about it.
Yeah, Nordo should.
Yeah. We can. This is harder to think about because, like, literally everyone got a holy symbol
when he died.
Do they all literally have holy symbols?
Yeah.
On
Everyone
us,
did make a
yeah.
point.
Oh,
To be fair, Gale did it more superficially. Out
Yeah.
of some feeling of obligation, he hasn't really like prayed or anything, but
that's. I
he
mean,
has
that's,
attached to his gun.
that's
I've also,
It doesn't demand-
I've
that's the
also
thing.
donated
If you-
6,000
it's
gold
true.
to building temples.
That's true. Actually,
That counts
really.
as an offering.
You know what? Anyone who has a holy symbol can do this. I'll update it real quick. I think that is completely reasonable.
Yeah.
Does D have one?
No, he's not
He
cool
wasn't
enough.
there. No,
He's a
he wasn't
loser.
Would've.
He wasn't there when
D
God
needs to go
was.
wait the fuck outside so he doesn't die in this place.
Yeah.
Although I guess there's a
Here's-
lot of.
He also has. He also
We
can
have
have
enough
all.
people
He also
doing
can
this.
take all of our berries and start.
Yeah,
Pick people up when they start dropping by getting
That's
ganked
true.
by these Abishai.
True.
Here's the thing: everyone's going to die immediately because these kobolds are going to blow themselves up and start a chain reaction, and it's just going to be the end of the world. And if they don't, I will. So this fight's going to last one turn because
Yeah.
it's going to be a TPK.
So here comes arguably one of the most important roles in the entire campaign. What do these kobolds roll on initiative?
Let's see.
Oh, blessed be the
Got
fruit.
some time.
Do we have to kill all these kobolds or convince them to join us?
We need
Get
to
them away from the crystals one way or another.
You said that my
Lumps
shape
of
will
them.
go off before my turn starts.
You can be shapeshifted right now if you want. Yes.
Perfect. Don't worry, guys. I have a breath.
Can I have my avatar state up before we get new initiative
Yes.
too? Cool. I think I can do some movement stuff with that. With also hopefully out, not doing explosives.
Where's D?
He's waiting in the car. He's fine.
How am I supposed to kill D and
No.
gather that sweet, sweet sympathy if he's not
No.
in the room?
No, you see, my parents are already right over there. D doesn't
Can't
even
have
doing that
sympathy.
too.
No, but you don't understand. Nothing drives sympathy like killing D in front of you.
The locust.
That's the best thing about playing Gale. He cares about no one, so he can't get sympathy from me.
real talk. Gale is the worst generator of sympathy for this ritual. It's the worst. That's good. I have other purposes for you.
Only thing, yeah, I assume you want my body, my sweet, sweet body.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So, if a creature with the Holy Symbol of Nomad uses their action to channel this power, do they choose what happens, or does Nomad make that choice?
Presumably, it is a
Or is it
cooperative
like a
effort.
collaboration? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
this
unity.
it is a party resource that all of you
Tis
have earned
unity.
by helping Nomad ascend and turning him into a god.
Too cute.
Heads up, he's never gonna go below 6.
Yeah, of course. Of
Yeah.
course.
He absolutely would not.
I feel like what we need to try to do, unless shit gets much worse over the course of this, which it probably will, is save 5 of those points to bring a star back. Moat's dad.
Is that your
Sure.
favorite penis? Why?
That's easily the worst penis.
Yeah,
here.
it's the worst one here.
Wait, which one's the favorite? I missed that.
Who's red? Who wrote this wrong opinion? Is that Drake?
Yeah, that's very bad.
Had to be Biscuit.
The correct penis is the one coming from the right.
That's a strong choice. I think it might be left middle though.
I thought left middle too. That was
Left middle's a little too curved for my liking.
I don't know. I think it's this one.
Is he? But you don't care about penises.
I do also
We've had
like
this conversation.
I
top
can
right.
still
Is
have
kinda,
opinions about penises.
top right is kind of cute.
Top right's pretty chunky.
It's like real chubby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's chubby.
These are
It's a
all
little bit
wrong.
too tapered.
That's a perfect penis right there on the right. That's all I'm saying.
It kind of looks like you put a hot dog in a crescent roll, though.
It's a textbook penis.
Well, it's a little too bowling pin shaped.